2-3타를 우승을 하고 그 다음 시즌에는 준우승, 왕의 귀환, 또 신의 귀환이래요.
아마추어에서 이제 ASL 리거가 된 생애 최초의 결승전체 저구왕조의 트로피를 이어받는
현 시점 가장 창의적이고 가장 공격적이고 가장 유연한 플레이를 보여주는
최고의 승률을 자랑하고 있는 진짜가 돌아왔어요.
생각에 딜레이가 없는 것 같이 움직여요.
압도적입니다. 5회 우승은 꿈이 아닌 것 같은 그런.
지금은 저의 세대입니다. 영호 형이 저한테 지는 그림이 그려져요.
원래 제자리였기 때문에 가져올 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
ASL Season 21 Finals.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the ASL Season 21 Finals. And what a finals it is going to be. Soma versus Flash. This might be one of the best ones we've ever had, Artosis.
Dude, this is purely epic. It's like the best of the new generation against the greatest of all time. You actually can't really write anything better than this. I know people were kind of hyped, and I was as well, to potentially have like a Jaedong Flash finals. But this is like, if this is actually Flash's last tournament, this is the test. It's the guy that just won ASL. It's the most complete Zerg player we have. The new generation of young, hungry player.
Crazy good.
Going against the old hat that is Flash. So like, I can't wait, man. This is going to be amazing.
Definitely the ultimate test for him.
Yeah, I love that you pointed out Soma just won the most recent ASL, right? So this is, Flash has been gone for a couple years. He's coming back. He's now going to be going up against, the newly minted best in the world.
6 years.
And let's also point out, Flash, as terrifying as he is and as accomplished as he is, this has been maybe his hardest ASL run. He barely squeaked out versus Snow. He did lose a game to Jaedong where he had a build order advantage. He completely murdered Light. That was
yeah, wow,
that was maybe the most
4-0,
one-sided best
Holy
of sevens
shit.
I've ever seen in StarCraft 1. But I think it's going to be a different story versus Soma. Soma is an extremely sharp player, really approaches the game in a very unique way. Great at controlling Terrans, great in macro play.
Yeah.
I think he makes the map a dangerous, unpredictable place for Terrans to move out on. And I think that Soma, out of everybody we've got in ASL, maybe right up there with Snow, has the most likely shot to actually beat Flash here. I think him and Snow.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. It's like the Zerg players generally do give Flash a slightly harder time than the Protoss players. But you're very right on just how difficult this is, looking at this, right? Like, the thing I really want to point out is this is, again, one of the most impressive things ever. I know everyone's so impressed with the other things that Flash has done, but round of 8 against the best Protoss in the world, round of 4 against the best Terran in the world, and the finals against the best Zerg in the world, like, has there been a harder run? If he is to win this, has there ever been a harder run?
No, he beat fucking Light. Wow, that was
in the round of 16.
a
Like,
walk.
I don't think that there is a harder run than what Flash is going through here.
A walk in the
Yeah,
park,
this is going
and
to
now
be so
Soma.
good. And, Flash has said that this might be his last ASL. I don't know if I believe it, even if he says it is. I mean, well...
I don't know why, dude. Like, why would you retire?
If he
Come
comes
on,
back,
man.
but
Are you
he has been a little
serious?
bit inconsistent with
Or maybe he's
both,
done with
leaving
his
StarCraft and even coming back sometimes.
wrist
But,
injuries.
I think you're right, Artosis. Flash is
He
this
doesn't
has
want
maybe
to try
been
hard
his most
anymore.
difficult run yet. I think it has been, as far as the bracket goes, the hardest layout. He's had some super close matches like he did versus Snow. He also absolutely smashed Light, just showing once again that he is easily the best Terran versus Terran player in the world.
Yeah. It's wild just how strong he is and why he is so revered. I don't think that there's anything else quite like this in esports, where we have a player of this level of domination that's just so much better. But here's the thing: maybe he's not. Maybe Soma has hit this level where he can dispatch Flash and win 2 in a row. What a huge start to the legacy of Soma that'll be. Like, he already has a championship. He's been to the finals before that even. Oh my God! Look at the prediction from the pro gamers here, Tasteless.
Yeah.
So it's like Leda thinks that Soma will just pull it out, and Royal thinks that Soma will pull it out. Now that tells us that Royal and Soma practiced a lot together. Leda, of course, got slammed in the previous round, so we understand why Leda thinks that. But everyone else thinks that Flash is going to clean this up.
Yeah,
Really?
predictions here.
Oh, that's kind of sick, man.
To be honest, I think what's more important is
I
that,
don't think so, bro.
a lot of people expect this to be close. I mean, if Flash wins, obviously that's the most predictable of all outcomes because it's happened the most in the past. But I think if Soma wins here, we should not be too shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, someone's looking really strong.
No, I will not be shocked.
He's
Soma wins.
Among the youngest
At all.
and in some ways the freshest of players that we have here. We've got a lot of seasoned veterans. Like
I think it's gonna be like 4-3,
and then we've
maybe
got some of these younger
4-2.
guys like Soma. And
in anyone's
we've always
favor.
talked about the fact that the newer players are a little bit less stage conditioned.
Yeah.
That is a whole other thing. Is kind of going up in front of
Yo, good morning, chicken.
people and trying to do what you were doing.
It is time, my
back
friends.
at home or back on your stream, right?
This is
but
it.
I would say that Soma's far past, being
The
green in
deep
that area. I think
finals.
Soma is a really seasoned veteran at this point in time.
The
I think
best
he's going to be
Zerg
cool and collected.
against
And I think
the
it's going to be a
legend
tough one for Flash.
himself.
I do think you're right about
Mr.
that.
Flash.
Like, it should be a difficult one. If you look at Flash's like overall record, the only player that has a winning record against him in his entire career's history in Best of 5+ is Effort. And in fact, Effort beat him in an ASL finals. That's the only finals that Flash did end up losing. And you look at that and it's like, okay, Effort's kind of got this special sauce. He's really good under pressure.
He was out for
hold on.
6
We
years.
gotta get going. We'll talk more after.
This is the... Just came back for this tournament. Maybe just for one last tournament. He said it might be his last one. That's kind of sad. Look at these gorgeous fans. Anyways, the dude was out for 6 years. He's back and he's already in the finals, kicking ass, man. But this is gonna be quite a test for him because his opponent is like insanely good. It's the best Zerg right now. Regardless, whoever wins, this is gonna be a great series, man. No question about that. Yeah, God himself, dude. There's like no one has not even close record similar to what Flash has done, man. Like the guy is just from another planet. He was out for many years. Not sure why. I watched a video about that a while ago, some time ago. First of all, he had injuries in his wrists. I think he got a... how do you say operation? No, not operation. I forgot the word in English, but... Anyways, they did something to his wrists. But another thing is that has nothing to do with that. Yeah, surgery. I believe he I don't know, fell into the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency business, and he lost a lot of money, but at the same time he also I don't know, there's a bit about that, I don't even remember what was the story, but a lot of his fans were disappointed at him because he like used a lot of the money he received as donations in streaming, donations, other things into cryptocurrency and he lost everything. And then he was like gone for some years and no one heard about him, and his fans were like, his fan base was like super disappointed at him because in Korea, with, you know, the way the mindset and everything, this was like a gigantic lack of respect, you know? And yeah, I don't know, something. Anyways, after some years he was back, and I believe he made like a public
and Flash getting straight into the finals upon his return after 6 years. This is the match that awaits. Let's talk to
yeah, they're super disciplined and they are very respectful, and
until now, ASL championships meant little.
And then he has publicly, he said sorry and
however,
this and that.
Upon Flash's grand return to the ASL final stage after 6 years,
and then he had his wrist problems, and then he got into surgery.
What do you think?
And then the last, like,
I don't think it's
stop for now
anything for me
because
to throw provocations at Flash. It's just a big honor to meet him on a stage like this.
Oh yes, any player playing against Flash in the finals, that's a big fucking honor, man.
Is a new record. For you, Soma, are you nervous?
By the way, this is the
trembling
last season champ.
It won't be a 4-0 defeat,
He made it back to
Are you not
finals.
worried about that? Not really.
Soma won the last season.
Countless fans are gathered here today. What kind of a match are you planning to show them? I will show them a winning match. Soma is brimming with confidence. Back in the ASL after 6 years, and already in the grand final. The time has come for Flash to prove his godhood. He's dominated all the way here, going from strength to strength, as evident by his last matches. But if Flash were to falter, if Flash were to lose on this grand final stage, that's 6 years down the drain.
Holy fuck, the energy of the commentator. This guy is a legend too, man. He's been around forever, and he's like always with this energy and aura and, like, you know, hyping the players in the crowd. The Korean fans for StarCraft is just fucking amazing, man.
A flash in the pan. But
look at him talking to Flash, man.
Down the back going for Flash to prove his godhood. He's dominated all the way here, going from strength to strength, as evident by his last matches. But if Flash were to falter, if Flash were to lose on this grand final stage, that's 6 years down the drain. A flash in the pan. But if what needs proving is proven, you're the only player with 5 stars in the ASL. A god who won't be surpassed by anyone else. What do you say? Well, I genuinely did not think I would make the finals. Over the course of this season, as I make my return after 6 years, only one person remains. He's truly a great player, but I want that championship. Now this is what Soma is saying here. He's not here to talk. He's going to let the games be the proof. There is confidence in his voice, and he's ready to go the distance as the defending champion. His mechanical skills overall, his macro, his builds, he's the perfect Zerg, and the only person who can threaten you here. Flash, I see you're laughing. You're laughing at this Colossus in Soma. Why did you laugh? It's you who's making me laugh. I'm listening to you. It helps me get over the nerves. Soma is a great player, but I wasn't there. Now that I'm back, look, the championship always belonged to me in any case.
Wow. Oh, like a fucking boss, man. He's like, yeah, he's really good, but hey, all these years I wasn't here, man. I am back.
The landlord is back today.
I am the champ.
Soma, if you manage to prove yourself,
allow me to remind you all who's fucking boss here. Anyways, yeah, his opponent is crazy good. This is gonna be a such a close series, I'm
To
pretty
some
sure.
extent, I agree with this sentiment that
I believe also Zerg is slightly favored against Terran in the
seeing
current
what's happened
meta,
this season, I agree. Flash
in
plays so
general.
well,
Especially if they get to the super late game.
but the opponents he beat in the round
Just
of 8 and
because-
round of 4 were players I beat and got a championship.
The Defiler is so
Other
fucking
opponents
good.
I beat in
If Soma
previous
gets
seasons,
there,
seeing him win wasn't scary at all. I plan to win.
with a good in a good economic position, yeah,
The guys you beat,
Flash might
not
struggle
scary, he
there.
says,
We'll
but
see.
Flash. I feel that Soma is ever so confident here. And he has every right to be confident. He is the defending champion. It's true that I'm the contender here. But what I'm saying is the championship used to be mine originally. I'm saying that I'll take it back. I prepared super diligently. He's beat others, but he's not beat me.
No, I don't think so. Not that I remember. I believe he's truly only a Brood War player.
For the Zerg dynasty to continue, Soma's goal is to topple a god. Please give Flash one final address before we close things out. I am thankful for this opportunity to play a good opponent on a good stage.
Yeah,
This is the
Flash
most
has been
important
around
day
forever,
of my
man.
StarCraft career.
Well, not
I'll play
forever,
my life
because
depends
there
on it.
were
Let's have a good
other
match.
players before him in Brood War.
We're on pins and needles as the players are ever so confident.
Like the Godfather of Terran,
Today, only one player
the
can
one that
raise the
probably-
trophy on this stage. We're ready to begin.
It was an inspiration, and he probably learned a lot of things from him when he was starting to play. And by this I mean Flash. Before him was Slayer's Boxer. Slayer's Boxer was the Korean Terran. Was the player that basically taught how to play Terran, basically. Because Terran was like unknown, wasn't sure how to be played. It was considered weak next to Protoss and Zerg, but Slayer's Boxer was like, no, Terran is not weak, man. But you have to know how to play, man. So he was the first
The
guy.
champion of season 20, showing unmatched force, makes 2 back-to-back finals.
Yeah, Slayer's Boxer was
How
before
do you feel
him.
making the finals?
Marine King
Last
Prime,
season,
I don't know
got
where
taken
he
easy preparing for this
was.
season. I had an easy time getting to
I
the
don't know if
grand
he was
final. I
after
feel
Flash
good.
or during Flash.
Your reaction when you advanced? I'm feeling the pressure more than I did last time. I think that's what might have made me feel so happy.
And there was another
A 7-year
Terran player too that I can't
straight in
remember
the
now.
finals, taking down the
Before
strongest
Flash
players.
too, I believe.
How do you feel making the finals? I'm back after 6 years and I'm happy to be in the finals. I think I've done a good job adapting, starting with the qualifiers.
And then I
My
watched
goal was to just get seeded,
before
prove myself
Slayer's
like that,
Boxer
but as I
retired.
made the round of 4, I then wanted the finals. Now I'm
A
in the
series
finals,
against
I want the
Flash.
championship.
It
There
was
is
so
no end to
epic.
human greed.
Flash was
I
so
have to win
young.
now to
It was
feel
super
satisfied.
so close
Meeting
series
Flash
too.
on
If
his
Flash
ASL
took it,
debut.
he won.
My debut opponent was Flash. I
And
remember playing him in the
short
opening
after
match.
that, Slayer's
Looking back, I
Boxer
see how little I
retired,
knew.
basically.
It was before Soma played well like
that
he
was
does now.
when-
I remember winning with ease.
After that was
This
when
Soma, it's night and day. It'll be fun.
Flash basically
It was Soma's
started
first ever
to
tournament.
dominate
And my last
everything
finals in
and
the
win
ASL, as I
everything.
went on to play Snow. He's worked so hard to make the finals. It's good for him.
There's
I'll have to work just as
never
hard
been
and
someone
prepare
that
to not fall
dominates
behind. Zerg versus Random. Season
for
10,
such a
their first
long
extended
time,
series.
man. Like
The
his
round
winning
four loss
record in all
I didn't
matchups
get
against
terrible.
Terran,
Soma fared
he is
very well.
by far the best
Obviously,
TBT
played
player.
random,
There's
seeing
not
all
another
active
player.
live
There's
lose
not
like
another
that
Terran
by
player
unwise.
that plays
I realized
better
he can be
the
beaten.
mirror
He gained
matchup.
confidence.
He is like the best.
Meeting in the finals of ASL 21.
He has like
It's an honor to
80
me now
something,
that Flash advanced.
almost
I see this
90%
as a
winning
good
record
opportunity.
in TBT in
Past
general, like
memories are
something
flooding back.
ridiculous.
I'm fond of Soma. Winning a championship puts you on another level. I'm now going up against Soma in his
And
ultimate
his
form.
TBC and TBP record is also like insane. Like no one has his winning
While
rates
he's improved, this will be fun.
like he has. He has like, I don't know, 80 something, 78 something, and
He's
like
super good
almost
at mind
90%.
games
Like
and super good at optimizing. It's difficult
I
to
mean,
predict what Soma will play, you know? I
yeah.
can't let myself get stifled and
It's-
farewell.
no one has that
Unspeakable
kind of
speed.
win rate,
He's
man.
got strategy.
No one.
He's got multitasking. He's got macro.
Best players
He's the best
have
at
like
everything. I think
60
he's the
something,
Flash, a contender.
maybe 70
Naturally, I'm the contender here.
in their
Soma
best
is
matchup.
One
That's
last
it.
season, he is in the finals again. I don't think I'm better than him, but I don't think he can match my speed just yet. Looking at the stats, his TVZ is the weakest. I gotta feel confident. 2 fans. I want to
And
win.
yeah, TBC is actually his weakest. It is next to Terran versus Protoss or Terran versus Terran, but
I'll show you guys a fun match, so please cheer.
doesn't mean it's weak. It's still like it's like 70-ish%. You know, it's like something ridiculous. I think, I'm not sure, or maybe it's 60 something, but I believe his weakest is already higher than 70.
I'll work hard to make you feel.
Maybe they will show those
Take the
stats.
championship. 2 flash.
Hopefully.
Well, what if I cross the line here? I can't be too harsh.
But you have to also take into consideration that those are his stats
Soma, it's not your time yet.
6 years ago and before that, you know? The game has evolved a lot, like the players, the meta, like... It's not the same Brood War that today, like today's modern Brood War way to play, the meta and everything.
What's up, everybody? We're about to get started.
Yeah, that was a win rate many years ago.
Oh, I just cannot.
But I mean, the guy just came back.
I was just thinking, watching
his
all
first
that,
tournament.
He
He says it's
really
the last one at the same time. Hopefully not.
Retired for years and years and years.
But he comes back and he's already in the finals.
And he's like,
so I mean,
right,
come on.
win
If that doesn't tell you
ASL.
already,
Here he is in the finals after
who the
the most
fuck is Flash?
ridiculous
Well,
run, looking so unbelievably strong after that round of 4 against Light. And I gotta wonder if Soma's gonna be able to stand up to this just complete god of StarCraft.
I will
well, you know,
say it's the hardest RTS.
Two very different generations of StarCraft. You have Flash,
Some say it might be as hard as Age of
he's been
Empires
best
2.
in basically all the periods he's been active.
Whatever. The thing is that
But you know, when people think about Flash in the time period,
mechanically,
they're kind of thinking that 2007, 2008 period, right?
It's the hardest.
When StarCraft was really
just because
popularity. StarCraft 2 had not come out yet.
Everything is pretty much manually done. Like you don't have.
Kind of
it's not like StarCraft 2 and shit, you know that.
But he's going up against Soma, and Soma is
you have so much.
This guy, one of the youngest players here in the
automated
ASL,
things
really
you can
is,
do.
You know, the young versus the old. You know, a seasoned, multi-time world champion veteran versus someone who's here to usurp him. And we're talking about a newly minted ASL champion. Soma won the last ASL that we saw.
All right, so for example, his total ASL. This is ASL, right? In the tournaments, 72 wins, 50 losses versus every race. Overall, a 59% win rate, and this is a monster. This is Soma, man. Although you have to take in consideration as well that Soma was out for a couple years because he did his military service. And against Terran, he's even. He's 50%. That's what I'm saying. And this is by no means bad. These winning records, these percentages are like truly fucking good. So yeah, I'm telling you, man. Now you're gonna see Flash win rate percentages, and now you're like, it's insane. It's fucking insane.
It could not be a more exciting, more hype match.
That's right. And Soma.
Look at this shit. In general, 105 wins, 34 losses, 75.5% in general. Versus Zerg, his weakest matchup, almost 70%, 66.7. I think his Terran versus Pros is like 70 something, and his TVT is like 80, almost 90, like something ridiculous. Like the guy literally never loses there.
Is kind of like the new meta maker for Zerg. We saw him figure out Wraiths so well that I think both of us doubt that we're going to see Wraiths at the professional level against Zerg anymore. And then you look at like him going up against Flash. We don't really know how Flash is going to approach this. You know, he knew how Leda was going to play. Everyone knew.
All of these are
for years that Leda was just going to go Wraiths. But against Flash, it's like, is he going to go mech? Is he going to go bio? Is he going to go transitions between the two.
Numbers in the past,
is he gonna play
you know?
macro? It's really hard to say. Like
what matters is that Soma right now is in his prime. He's like
and metagame, so
destroying everyone.
This is a perfect match.
He's the champion from previous season.
I 100% agree.
He's been killing it.
With what you were saying, and we were both kind of.
And Flash, he's been practicing for like 1 year and a half. I know this because I follow Artosis on YouTube and watch his casts, and there was like some games in the ladder that he casted about Flash.
Kind of understand the whole Wraith style. By the way, one of the oldest TVZ styles.
But he like stopped playing for a long time. Anyways, he's been playing a lot recently, and then he got his surgery. I think this was like 1 year ago too, or a few months. I don't know. I don't know if he was like doing great in that department or not.
Could even go command center first. I mean, we really don't know what to expect here. And Flash has been pretty good at being very secretive about a lot of his TVZs.
But
let's also
my guess is that if he is going to win,
you know,
which it will be amazing because that's what everyone wants to see, most likely.
There's nothing someone can look at and study from that.
Is that he's gonna have a hard time winning this finals. That's what I'm saying, basically. Soma is.
I don't think latest style really counts.
Soma is a monster, man. I have been watching this guy too for quite a time, some time now. He's like rock solid, man.
Completely agreed on that. Yeah, I don't think we'll see any Wraith plays at all during this final.
Also,
and yeah, even looking at,
I would like to think that
like, okay, well,
Flash is going to try to really hit his timings, mid-game timings,
likely to see here tonight.
And
so it's almost like he
put full pressure into Soma.
You know, a lot of times if you had to play,
try to get an edge or even win,
the
because
finals, your opponent got to study so much about how you play. But
if they get to late game,
later plays, I don't think that's.
I would say
this feels like a very fresh match where neither
I don't know.
really know what's going to happen.
I mean, maybe Flash can show everyone how to do it, but in general, the super late game, Zerg is favored, just because of the defiler.
One of the successes of Flash is he seems to very gracefully sidestep a lot of the difficulties and complexities that you see in early game StarCraft.
It's the most powerful spellcaster in any fucking RTS game, man. Like, it's just too fucking good. And this guy is so good at using them, so.
On some of these maps. It's going to be very
it's broken. The defiler is broken. So if Soma can get there,
some of the least approachable
into that stage of the game with good economy,
in the early game. He's very good at hiding what he does. He's very good at switching tech. And so this.
But I mean, Flash obviously knows this.
Start on the map, Jane Doe.
There was some time where they opened bio and then fully transition into full mech.
Flash likes CC first mech into mech in Jane Doe.
He likes to go mech against her, just because mech is. Precisely, they can sort of deal against
three bases with one
the
entry point
OP stuff that Sir has in the late game, rather than staying into bio.
A huge amount of things that they can do with those three gases right off the bat. So yeah, I don't know how he's going to approach this one, but I feel like whatever way Jane Doe
Science
goes,
Vessel,
it doesn't have that much effect on the series as a
Marine, medic,
just because
I don't know, tank or BC.
Yeah, no, you're right. Jane Doe can't lead into.
If you stay in that composition, Zerg is favored. The longer the game goes,
I think that the more we flesh this out, yeah, there's going to be some counterplay in there, anyways.
It's like strong in early mid game, but in late game, I don't know if we're gonna see one of those games, him opening like bio into a full mech transition, or he's just gonna go fucking full mech every game. We'll see, I guess. Anyways, man, this is it. Now I'm gonna shut up a little bit and let Artosis and Tasteless guide us a little bit with their insights.
Okay, this is it. Soma here in the far right, Flash in the far left. For those who have not actually been, I know we do have people that just tune in for the finals, by the way, but for those of you who have not seen this map yet, there are, first of all, you have an interior base in the back on low ground, and then you also have a neutral marine and a neutral medic that have to be killed to get out of your main. So this is a map that has certain features that require extremely different approaches to play on.
It really does. And there's so many switches from low ground to high ground. There's so many bases that are close to each other. Like, it is not a problem to get 5 bases up in any matchup here. But the map is a little bit tight. And, you know, mobility can be a bit of an issue. You need to open really, really powerfully here. And so we've seen so far, like, you know, before the season really got going, Flash was heavily favoring Command Center first into mech. But that has fallen off since, you know, the beginning of the season. So I really don't know what his plan will be here. And I love that Soma has decided to open up on this map because, like, if Terran doesn't have a really decisive plan, I think the map does become Zerg favored very quickly.
I'm very interested in the fact that he's going to go for an expand on the low ground like this. I don't know what I was... I mean, I really thought he would be going into the back of the base. I mean, even the mining time there with the... or actually lack of mining time because the drone has to kill that worker. Well, interesting. So he wants to secure this front base first and take an easy third base here. And Flash is going to do quite the opposite. It's going to be a super greedy command center first, of course, leveraging the fact that you do have the neutral units that at least wall off your entrance. Yeah, anyway, sorry, go ahead, Artosis.
Yeah, part of the reason why Zergs do this in this matchup is just because, like, let's say that Flash goes into a Vulture. If you took that back expansion, there's no way to block that Vulture, really, from coming up the ramp and ruining you because, you know, you can't really get a sunken colony over there. You'd have to make a macro hatch over there or something. So, or you'd have to creep crawl across, which doesn't make sense. So that's like, that opener does make sense, I would say, for Soma, having that down there. And, you know, he can just take that really free third base in the back afterwards. You know, obviously here, Flash with the command center first, you know, gets away with it. One thing I was going to mention before this started is I think if Soma wants to win this series, he has to add in minimum 1 4 pool that catches Flash. Because Flash does a lot of things like command center first. Because for those of you who don't know, like, 4 pool is just like when you make your spawning pool without making even a single drone. It's the quickest rush in the entire game. And against something like command center first, it's literally a free win. Like, you can't lose. Like, you will win 100% if you catch a build like this. But if your opponent does anything that's not super greedy, you'll lose. So it's like one of these crazy coin flip scenarios.
Yeah, 4 pool probably actually the first build order in the game. If we're going to be serious, I think everybody who got online back in like 1998 when this game came out was getting 4 pooled, right? And then you probably went through the phase where you went, I guess that's what I'm doing. And then you'd find somebody where 2 people were 4 pulling each other, and that was a weird game. And then eventually you 4 pulled your way into a skill level or a group of people that were good enough they never lost to 4 pulls, right? And then you started having to learn more and more advanced builds. But
hopefully that doesn't happen, man. Flash being caught
is tournament
by CC first with a 4 pull, man. That would be so
it was
fucking
also,
sad.
I think, what prompted maybe one of the only patches ever in the game. Which
But yeah, like Artosis says, Flash does like to go very often CC first, man. Why? Because it's the most, it's the strongest build you can go for, economically.
And Flash is going to go for mech. So,
alright, mech right off the bat.
Especially when Flash does it, commonly
doesn't surprise me, man. Like I said, Flash is like, yeah, fuck bio against Zerg dudes. Let's just go mech.
Play has always been, I guess, what you could call the off-brand approach to Terran versus Zerg.
So usually they open Goliaths, a lot of Goliaths.
TBT,
they can deal with Lynx, they can deal with Mutas, and go from there.
It turns out that was with the factory units. Bio, especially, you know, when medics were incorporated into the game, that
couple vultures, maybe start putting a couple mines.
Zerg, but Terrans eventually figured out that you can make mech work, but it requires a very specific approach, and it makes for a very different game. And I think, honestly, Command Center first into mech is maybe the strongest of all the mech builds that there are in TVZ.
It's completely the case. But to mention, the game that he lost
Spire
against
is
Jaedong,
done.
he got away with Command Center first cross spawn. And Jaedong was still able to beat him. You know, mech goes in and out of style against Zerg, where there's something fresh, something new from the mech player, and the Zerg hasn't played against mech in a while, and for a little bit mech is really strong, and we kind of went through that a few months ago. But mech has been waning. Like, people are not going for mech as much anymore. But on this map, it kind of feels like you have to. Because Zerg getting 3 gases right away with only 1 defensive choke point, it's almost impossible to put on any real pressure there unless you have mech units.
And in
That's
this
what,
setup
7
for
units.
TVZ,
8, no, 7
mech
total.
versus Zerg defaulting into air, by the way. This makes for an interesting dynamic because you end up in this
At the
weird...
6-minute mark,
And by the way, it almost seems like
Terran
it should be this
expects
way. But you end up where they both end up in this armor race. One guy's powering Goliaths, the other guy's powering Mutalisks. So he's going to come in here. This will be the first true confirmation
That's a good sign,
of
man.
what he's up against. And you know, the funny thing about it, I remember when I saw people meching, like in the early days when people were really experimenting with this, I always thought, well, there's no way you're both going for the same thing, right? Like one of them has to be wrong, right? Goliaths are great as anti-air, but Mutalisks are such strong units. But it is a weird thing where you both lock in tech-wise and have to
1
commit down.
SCV, 2
And the Zerg will
SCVs,
probably go
3
into armor
SCVs,
upgrades.
4
And then eventually
SCVs,
incorporate ground.
5 SCVs. Holy fuck,
Yeah, and
man.
there
Units
are
are insane.
some games where you'll actually see Zerg just double down on Mutalisks and be like, all right, I'm going to crush that first attack that comes out. Because, for instance, in this situation, if Flash just makes...
Dude, that's
Goliath
-5 SCVs
and
with
ends
that.
up moving with like between 12 and 24 Goliaths, if Soma makes Mutas nonstop, he'll be able to kill that. But eventually, you'll kind of scale past that, and it'll become a lot harder. And then it'll become like, okay, are we counterattacking and things like that? But let's see here. Flash is starting to move out, and he's moving out with 10 Goliaths and a Marine. And I'm sure, 100% sure, that he's tested that this move out is very strong in this situation. But Soma doing a little bit of a counterattack. There is a sunken at home, but that's not enough to hold this, and his mutas are very far out of position.
I'm surprised. I'm so curious if this works. I'm not used to seeing a push ever this early with the mech style. He's going to come in now.
He goes for the sunken first.
Waiting for the rest of the Mutalisks before he engages a little bit. He's going to now regroup. I think we're going to have to see the drones get pulled here.
I think Soma has enough.
There are like 3 more Goliaths coming to reinforce.
But the thing is, Flash tests these builds like completely. Like he actually, this is how he wins games. Is he figures out things like this.
He figures out timings, dude.
Here. And I think that's what we're seeing from him. Is this? It is beautiful.
This is not
done. But Soma is eliminating a lot of Goliaths.
He's not experimenting. He obviously has tested
barely
this.
having enough to continue pushing through.
So Flash is going to go for a dive here. He's going to come in.
He's going to try to trade against the Mutas a little bit.
With these missiles. Mutalisks actually don't have very good range at all. So he does a little bit of kiting. There is a sunken colony that's going to be morphing over here. The question is going to be, are there enough Mutalisks to actually hold this? The sunk is making. Remember that the sunken colony... Oh, by the way, he went for air weapons here and not armor.
Okay, so he gets a little damage counter back. He's going to pull back. He needs to make sure that he can retreat safely back home.
Particularly bad at fighting sunken colonies.
All right. I like it. So a slight counter punch.
Probably going to be enough, and it looks like barely.
But Soma is like, yeah, he lost a couple mutas, a couple drones.
Trying to get in here to intercept the reinforcing Goliaths to basically isolate the Goliaths
this is
already out of the map. But as he does that,
and he goes back again. He takes out a couple Goliaths, a couple SCVs. And he has to be careful now because he's getting cornered. He's just trading for SCVs, man. Bro, he killed like 10 SCVs with this.
And just to mention, because they've shown it a couple times, Flash did get a very quick +1 armor on the Goliaths as opposed to plus attack, and that's pretty common with Goliath openers against Zerg. You can kind of put a bit more pressure on because they last longer. But Flash has done a great job keeping this pressure onto Soma. And I think Soma, you know, he is in a little bit of a bad spot right now. I'm very interested to see where he goes from here. Like, is he just going to switch right into Hydralisks and try to overpower? The thing is, Flash has enough factories that I think if you try to tech switch here...
The thing is that Flash macro is just insane, man.
You know, during the transition where you're like...
just keeps making stuff all the time.
Start massing up this other unit,
and he has lost quite some SCVs against the Mutas, man.
And go for the kill. So I'm
Here
really
comes another poke.
Soma in this game.
I'm not so sure if I will be worried for Soma, man. Like Hydra evolution chamber, upgrade attack, I'm guessing. Hydra then is done. He's gonna start making Hydras. Like, why would he be worried? He is okay, I think.
Or the Goliaths are going to overpower you. And by the armor upgrade, by the way.
Flash is starting to make a siege tank, though. he's
So
obviously
the glaives obviously bounce. And that means the
he obviously
Goliath is
knows
gonna
there can be
tank
a
quite bit more.
Hydra's
Now,
coming. Hydra
we're getting
does
into a
counter the
deep macro
Goliath.
game with Terran on 3 bases, Zerg on 4 now. We don't have a switch in the ground. I've seen people go for Hydras with this Artosis. And by the way, I'm kind of out of my depth with like late game mech TVZ, but
Dude, it's almost like he has a map hack. He's like he knows where the mutas might be, man. He has Goliaths always nearby.
If their opponent doesn't get splash damage, they do counterattacks non-stop, which is kind of what we're seeing. And you can see he's using this bottleneck
blocked
ramp,
in the ramp.
The Goliaths are having a hard time all coming down and getting their shots off. He will eventually have to turn around as more Goliaths come, but look at the amount of damage he's doing.
Dude, the fucking Goliath is blocking the...
Oh,
he messed a little bit there.
Like
that fucking ramp. Dude, he evaporated all the mineral...
They kill SCVs.
All those SCVs are gone, man.
And then I rotate these around and then rinse and repeat. So that has been pretty common lately,
there was 3 turrets
against the command center first into mech play. To
like 10 SCVs, all of them dead.
He is now switching into those Hydralisks.
Yeah, okay, by the way, armor is done here. So, you know, he is committed to the muted tech.
Okay, so he's gonna leave a bunch of Goliaths
done for Flash, by the way. And Flash
in that base for the mutas, and they are gonna go back. That's a lot of mutas, but he has some Goliaths in position. And now a big push in the middle, but Soma can just... Oh!
It looks like Flash actually was waiting for this.
Yeah, of course he was waiting, but careful with the Hydras in the high ground, man. Those are gonna murder a lot of Goliaths. But Flash has a lot there.
I don't know that he should be fighting with these Hydralisks here. I mean,
oh
there's
shit!
more Goliaths than there are Hydras in this
That's
moment.
a lot of mutas, but he's gonna... I'm guessing he's gonna retreat and fight. He has to go back, right?
You know, is there enough?
Oh, tanks are getting into position, man.
Remember that the hatchery that's blocking here, it does create a bit of a bottleneck.
Oh, the siege tank.
Find the tank over here.
Oof, that's massive. That's massive, man. That's a big fucking pick.
Are going to be in the way of the reinforcements.
Yeah, picking off a few units there is going to be huge. If he can slow that slightly and hit with everything at once, maybe he can kill off this army of Flash. Yeah, look at this nice catch. He even has a couple Hydralisks up there to help out.
He's going to send some Goliaths back.
Around. And what Soma's going to want to do is when he's a little bit out of position...
Oh, he's going to get the tanks now. And now the Hydras are stronger.
Now with the Mutalisks, doing a great job picking
but that's still a lot of Goliaths.
Moving forward, but there are so many Goliaths here.
Holy!
And I think the muta count, it's gotten too low. There are no sunken colonies, and the Goliath count is just high enough. I think we have reached the tipping point. I don't think...
That's just Flash macro, man. With all the damage... With all the damage Soma did, he's like...
Flash, beating Soma on his own map. And you know what? I think so much of this comes down to that.
His macro is just insane, dude. He never misses.
Soma was expecting that.
Keep making SCBs, immediately put them to work. His production, all his factories, manually click. Make a Goliath, rally.
And like you said, that's early. We normally
refresh the rally points and just keep sending stuff. Like that's why he's so good, man. Like mechanically.
Yeah.
This guy is a monster, and like, dude, this game looked good to me for Soma. Like his muta harass is top notch, man. Like you saw how many units fell to his mutas, man.
Too much when he did the counterattack. Again, if Flash might have won anyways, but guys, short break coming up next. Game 2 in this ASL Season 21 Finals.
All right, that's a good start, man.
All right, well, here we go, Tasteless. We're going to be getting into game number 2 coming up. Flash versus Soma. And we're going to go to Octagon, which I thought was kind of an interesting map choice there from Flash. You know, I guess the bases are kind of far apart from each other. Some of the defensive styles there of Zerg could be a little bit more difficult because of that. And it does have a fully wallable main base, so maybe he has a one-base tech build planned out here. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Flash goes for here. Keep in mind that, you know, Soma could do some pretty tricky early game stuff. The problem is that Flash really doesn't lose an early game almost ever.
Very rare.
But yeah, it's like this guy said. It looks like we're ready now. Game number 2 is loaded up, guys. The ASL finals of Soma versus Flash continues on. Okay, game 2. Both players sharing the top of the map, Soma in the upper left and Flash in the upper right. Quick plug, guys, consider supporting us on our Patreon. It's patreon.com/ASL English. We love what we do here, and we would love to earn your support and keep our mission alive of preserving the history and the future of StarCraft in the English language.
Yeah, it is.
In the English
it's an amazing
language.
time for StarCraft. This is one of the most storied seasons that we've had so far between all the upsets, the absolute favorites all playing. It's been amazing, and we couldn't do it without you guys.
You saw the crowd, man. You listened to the crowd every time Flash was spoke. Look at this guy. Look at this shit, man. I mean, come on. Yo, the fan base, man. This is for Soma, man. Oh, this is such a good fucking. That's epic, man. That's fucking epic.
Yeah. We hope to earn your support, guys. In this game, it's going to be Flash going with the wall in here, the depot at the entrance. I would be surprised if it is going to be Command Center first again, but it could be. It's not counted out.
Could be. It could be. This is one of the harder naturals to defend against certain.
The crowd was getting so excited every time Flash was poking or attacking or countering.
And then
dudes.
even if you try to build extra buildings down there, the hole goes around the side. So it's like it's really hard to actually close everything off. And he is in fact going for Command Center first. And I think he's called this correctly, where it's going to be hatchery first from Soma. I think he chose this map really for a reason. There's too many things that can go wrong with a Zergling rush here. Like I mentioned, there's like a really solid Zergling tight wall on the inside of the main base that exists on this map. So it's like one of the safer maps for him to try to get away with a greedy build on.
Yeah, CC first again. Like we said in the first game, a 4-pool beats this. But of course, a 4-pool loses to most other builds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Flash
Be
wins
right
this
back.
and does CC first several times in a row. That's going to be pretty painful here. And the drone's going to scout and see exactly what build this is. So this is what we'd call a build order advantage right now for Terran. It was, I think, 3 years ago, but in GSL for StarCraft 2, there was a period where all the Terrans just started going Command Center first. And the Zergs really got punished. And it's the same idea there, right? Like if they're doing greedy builds and you're not also opening up occasionally with aggression, they're not going to be punished.
Yeah.
And so, I just want to put that out there in case we have a couple more games like this, because right now this is kind of frustrating here for the Zerg. The CC is going to be up right away, and there's really no way for Terran to punish, or for Zerg to punish.
Yeah, there really isn't. Like unless you already opened with the quick pool, there's not like a reaction that you can do. It's already too late. You have to just kind of luckily be already countering it. And of course, the thing is that can be really strong, but you have to be really careful against someone like Flash that understands the timing so well. Because, for instance, if you go 9-pool or a faster pool, you will kill Command Center first. But if they're not doing that, Flash will go from free win all the way up to heavily favored, right? Like if it's a 4-pool and he's not doing that, okay, he's going to crush you no matter what. If it's all the way up to the 9-pool, it's like, okay, he's really favored here and he knows exactly what to do to punish you. So definitely some difficult choices here for Soma. I think that Soma won't take too many risks, but I think he will need to at some point. If you're going to win a best of 7, man, like you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to pull the trigger and try to just get a very quick win that might set Flash back on his plans.
All right, we're back.
Nice moving shot. Oh, wow, he doesn't end up getting the SCV.
I don't know what's going on, but
remember, the SCV
I'll
never
catch up.
heals, so any damage you do to it when it's scouting, is going to be that much closer to it being gone forever.
Well, SCB knows everything what's going on.
Will regen. Even damage.
All right,
on
so
SCV
by opener,
the map.
+1 in the
scouts
way
because you'll
for
kill it off a little
range.
bit faster.
Spire,
this game is
macro
not gonna be
hatch.
next, by the way, we're going to have a very, very different command center first game. We saw the eBay
Command
away all the way in the
I think I know what Artusi was saying. He went CC first,
build order here.
and he got unpunished.
Probably 4 or 5 barracks.
So Artusi saying someone needs to risk one of these games and try to catch off guard Flash going CC first. Something like that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so when you see the engineering bay that quickly, oftentimes what this will turn into is just like getting a really quick +1 attack, getting all your marine upgrades, defending the initial Mutalisks, and then
push.
trying to hit with like 20 to 24 marines and about 5 medics. And like that's like a really strong timing where you're going to be beating Mutalisk Zergling really heavily, but they still don't have lurkers out. So that's generally what you're going for with a build order like this. And in fact,
Yeah,
he is
that's
going
the timing.
Up to
Defend
barracks,
mutas, counter
which
before
you're
lurkers
just
are out,
barely able to
basically.
get away with command center first. So he's going to have a ridiculous amount of marine medic very, very quickly. And this is going to be hard for Soma to hold. This is hard for any Zerg in the world to hold. It's one of the scariest builds Terran can do in the early mid game.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be so strong moving on the map. It's really scary to try to get a third base. I would say that if you're going to get a third base, this is maybe the map to do it. You know, 4-player map. You can see now that barracks is going to be relocated into the main for more efficient macro cycles. And, you know, look, it doesn't mean the Zerg has to lose here or can't hold this, but it's going to be a tough mid game. And by the way, we see the drone currently idling in the bottom left natural. Oh, and he's going to move it.
Oh, man.
I know that we're not showing this on
I'm a
camera.
bit scared, dude. I'm a bit scared.
Placed is going to be very important.
Okay, minute 6 again,
on a map
mutas
like
going,
this with 4
boom.
spawns, Zerg can go and try to hide a base, and he's going to send the drone back. Wow. Okay, so no third base. So he doesn't even want to try to play a mid game where he thinks Flash might be able to pin him.
This is so interesting. You rarely see a Zerg do something like that. And in fact, he better be making a lot of sunkens right now because he's diving pretty hard, but Flash is coming across the map. I think he actually has to bring his Mutalisks.
He's gonna lose a lot of SCVs, though.
Really dangerous right now. Flash is just trying to go for a kill, but there's only going to be 1 sunken ready. He is making as many units as he possibly can.
Oh, he can hold his. Mutas are going back. Soma is holding this 100%, dude. 100%.
Yeah, he's going to start the sunken colonies.
Well, that's my guess. I don't know.
Really good control.
But yeah, there's no way. Mutas win this every single time.
And the next sunken colony finishes. The problem is that
because they one-shot Marines. There's what, 3 Marines left? Yeah, no problem. Easy.
Possibly humanly could have done.
Yeah, that was a deadly move from Flash.
And he got some SCVs
like really testing if Soma
before
knows
going
what
back
he's
to
doing
defend,
here.
man.
And of course, Soma is. Just the pullback of that drone from the expansion means that he really read what Flash is doing very well. And Flash is
He delayed his third
looking for the expansion
to make sure he will survive
so
this,
that he can go and kill it. But it doesn't exist.
And this is where Zerg can abuse Terran, man.
We know that there's no third base.
Mutas just one-shot
one of the beautiful things for Zerg,
and Terrans don't do
strategically
much, to
on
be
maps
honest.
like this one, is that there's a lot of places a third base could be. There's certainly places that don't make sense, right? Like you're not going to take the mineral only.
There's
You're
another
not going to
poke.
take one of the bases right next to you because that's just too close to the Terran. But
Overlord.
the whole bottom of the map is kind of a big question mark right now.
Okay, Soma is supply blocked, dude, right now.
Scanning and trying to figure this out. We're
Must
about
have
to have
Overlords.
And Flash
Oh,
has a
wow.
reinforcement coming up, so
Great.
he will be able to actually punish the Mutas a little
Great
bit.
engagement. He even
So
used
far, Soma
a
is
couple
holding
drones,
on.
man.
The
Like,
one thing I'm really nervous about is he needs sunken colonies. Honestly, in a game like this, like
the more
Flash
Marines are
can't
coming,
even really
man.
afford a factory. So, like, you
4
need
Mutas are about to
sunken
die here.
colonies. You can't just always have him dictate where your Mutalisks have to be. That's not a winning strategy.
Yeah, I think getting the reinforcements is the play. This Overlord is positioned such that he can find that pretty
so
easily.
close,
The
man.
first
Soma has not
time-
even taken his third yet.
So
He
we're
doesn't want
almost
to,
9 minutes into the
because
game,
he knows
the
he
factory
can.
won't even be done yet.
Very rare.
He could
that
die
put it
any
in
moment to a
perspective,
viable
with games
push.
that are like Marine medic openers, you generally get the factory started by 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's another
So
good pickup.
it's
Now he
really
takes his
late
third.
here. But Soma has held on. He's still alive. He's finally taking a third
Queen Nest
in the
already
bottom
out.
left. So hopefully
Anytime
he's
he's gonna
safe
start
that
his
can get up.
hive and
Flash
tech to
continuing
a
macro
lurker.
really, really well. He's actually adding a few more missile turrets as well, realizing that Soma has some map control right now.
Yeah, I mean this has been a very clean game from Soma so far. Flash has basically traded in. By the way, Soma going for +1 attack again. Goes for that against CC first, whether it's mech or bio. And he can start to try to take some attacks in over here at the main base. He's going to get behind the minerals. Again, you got
This is so painful. Me as a Terran main player,
but you know the angling here. One of the
watching all the SCVs getting wrecked like this, going on
hard to get in and defend certain areas because the
semi-unpunished with all these turrets and marines, like, bro.
Marines that can hit them.
Alright, that's 4 meters about to die though.
He is going to just go right out through the bottom here.
He even scans to make sure he gets a couple extra shots.
Oh, actually, that went about as well as it could have as well. I was going to say, if the turrets decide to attack,
But I'm telling you, his muta harass is insane, dude.
Quickly, but you know that happens sometimes too, where each turret picks a different target. Everything gets hurt, but nothing dies.
Definitely his mutas are softened up here. And he killed a lot of SCVs, which is really, really strong. You need a pretty heavy SCV count to support all the production Flash has made. But Flash is probably done +1 armor, or very close to right now. I see it's not done quite yet as they click on Marine. I think they were just checking for that. Because that's another power spike where the mutas and Zerglings are going to do even less to these Marines and medics. But Soma is still trying to slow him down a little bit. He's got to be careful. That's a big amount of Marines and medics. Like, you might just die to that attacking you. You have to slow it down. And
he's going to push the third base, no?
He must know that there's a base in the bottom left.
He knows. He's like literally going there.
I don't think he's going to blind push down here. I don't know if the observer was able to catch whether or not that was spotted. The lurkers, I don't think the lurkers
gotta be careful though.
Marines. In fact, yeah, they
nice,
can't. He's
nice.
A long way over here. He's going to try.
Careful with the medics.
This might buy a little bit of time. But you can see Flash is committed.
Oh.
He knows there's probably going to be lurkers coming down here.
And the lurkers
are
right.
Oh my god, dude! I'm telling, dude, Soma is so good, man. He's like, you shall not pass.
Oh my god.
Repositioning the lurkers.
Bro, please. That was god tier play.
Yeah. Lurker, the certifier mount in the way.
He actually got there. I was so
Science vessel in the way. He's also mixing tanks.
Basically get to the,
shit, man.
To the base before the lurkers are even there. And so this is big. Zerg gets the third base up, and that means Zerg has 3 gases.
And Nidal's Canal is gonna be ready too, so he can reinforce units.
It's really all about trying to get
the third base.
For hydras, for lurkers, for the inevitable hive, as well as the defilers.
Oh shit, man! This is where the real shit begins, man. Oh my god! Oh, that's a lot of Sterling Muta, man. Science vessel. Do we have irradiate?
No medics right now.
No.
Well, you know what? If he doesn't quite get.
Oh, he wanted to get this.
He was really hoping
he was,
to be
yeah, he was trying to snipe the tanks. They are softened, so they will die to any muta poke.
Is just finished, so he doesn't have consume yet. This is the next level of Flash's attack. Oh, you lived through the Marines and medics. Now we're doing a siege.
Oh, irradiate, nice. Ooh, that's doing so much damage.
Amazing. Still no consume.
Oh, lurkers! Oh my god! In the back.
But Flash might kill
he's going, man. He's like, yeah, fuck you. He needs to make sure to scan below the tanks. Oh, what a timing by Flash, man. This is so close.
Again, we don't know.
Right before Consume is ready for the. Oh, Consume is ready. There's gonna be. Oh, there's the Dark Swarm.
Yeah, just barely. But Flash.
And one lurker is there.
The sunken colonies. He's already killed like 10 drones at this natural.
But the buy is going into the main.
Has dropped off.
Oh my god! I was, dude, the timing.
2-0.
Ah! Like if he gets there 10 seconds later, Flash. Soma stops that attack with Dog Swarm, man. Puts a couple lurkers there, puts the Dog Swarm, get the fuck out. You cannot go there. That's why the Defilers are so strong.
By the way, I feel like Soma is playing a world-class ZVT.
Yeah. Like Soma's playing so good, but the timings of Flash are like
no one can
like surgery, man. Like
showing us here tonight.
Seconds exact.
He hit that initial Marine medic timing, and then he hit the next one going after bottom left. And then he hit the siege tank one that killed him just before consume. Like, there's a huge amount of pro gamers that could hit any one of those 3 timings, but to hit all 3 right in a row, perfectly timed, and Soma holds the first 2.
Man? Yeah,
this
that's
is a
insane.
next level Terran vs. Zerg from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, this is really, really impressive here from Flash. Again, you know, 2 very different TVZs, both executed, and one in a very Terran fashion. You know, in the mid game, with the timing attack, We're going to go to Sylphin here, and Soma needs to get a win. He
Yes.
needs to get a win so badly, or I'm just worried Flash is going to run away with this and might even go 4-0.
Oh, that would be something else if he's able to 4-0 Soma at this point. But Sylphid, this is like a pretty even map. There's a lot of things that can happen here. Flash will probably have to do a tech build or a cheese here. So that's something that Soma should take into consideration, because if he tries to play a build like we just saw, Mutalisks will probably tear him apart. The map is very, very good for Mutalisk harassment. So we oftentimes see things like Valkyrie rushes here or other cheeses that kind of like circumvent the Mutalisk phase. So Soma's got to have that on his mind, and I think that this is a doable map for him if he opens up in a way that can block these tech builds.
Okay, well, it looks like we should be hopping into Game 3 momentarily. Sylphid, a map with 3 spawn locations. Probably one of the best modern maps, honestly, in StarCraft's history.
Yeah.
You know, Soma has done a pretty impressive job so far, but he's not able to kind of get to the end game. Zerg usually win off that Hive Tech or off that Dark Swarm, you know. And again, we don't know will Flash mech, will he go bio? Artosis is venturing Valkyries, which are very popular on this map for sure. But Flash showing already a huge range.
Soma has to be feeling
huge range
the
in tech,
pressure, man.
And it looks like our game is ready, guys.
It's like, oh my god, I'm already 0-2 against this motherfucker, man. Well, I guess this might be it, man. Maybe the dream has come true for Flash and his fan base, man. And I am part of his fan base. Like, come on, how could I not be? I'm a maintainer player. And like, these 2 games have been so close. Like, this one was insane, dude. I can't believe how he managed to get in. Like, I'm not joking. 10 more seconds, Soma holds that attack, man. I'm not fucking joking.
Will we have another CC first?
No.
I'm telling you, if you play bio, you have to play timings. If you don't play exact timings, then you're fucked. Zerg wins, usually.
In this finals than we have in many other of our casts, but I do think it is kind of relevant here when you're talking about someone who is going for incredibly greedy builds.
It is important, but again, Sylphid is a map where every spawn has a ling-tight wall in the main base, so you can do something like go for a quick factory and wall in. So that makes something like the idea of the 4-pool very, very risky. Now, he's going for a natural wall. Obviously, there's not a 4-pool going on or anything like that. In fact, I don't even think it'll be pool first, because he's got to be afraid of a tech build here. But if Flash goes CC first, man, like, his planning really is on a different level if that's what he opens up with here.
We're going to see. Soma is going to go get a couple more drones here after this Overlord hatches, and if we surpass...
Oh, he's going for CC first, man. Looks like it.
Probably will be Command Center first yet again.
It is. It is once again.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
He's mining the mineral from the natural expansion.
Yeah, like StarCraft 2.
The SCV's already there, and you better to have it return 1 mineral from long distance than...
He's gonna return the mineral, go back to a natural, and build the CC.
Overlord's gonna see this. And I gotta say, I mean, if I am...
And Soma's gonna be like...
Soma, I'm going, are
you little fuck.
Like, again? And, you know, this is Flash being pretty cavalier, right? Obviously, you know, once you get this...
Soma must be thinking, how is he doing it again? Is he not afraid that I'm gonna...
Wow,
he's drone rushing. He's drone rushing. He's, like, this other drone, I believe, is just taking another base. He hasn't even made a spawning pool, so he's trying to counter this.
Oh, I fucking love it, man. He's like, alright, well, 3 hatch before pull, and I'm gonna drone rush you.
Coming down. And notice where he made his barracks. He didn't even make it in the wall, which means he's considering...
Oh, but he... Wow, well, but at least he's got a couple...
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna...
And he's not fucking around, man.
You know,
but SCVs are stronger, my guy.
That's what confuses me about this is, you know,
like,
you're always going to have a few more workers to pull as Flash, right? Now remember that SCVs don't heal naturally. Drones do. So you can harass.
Like,
more.
bro, SCVs have 60 health.
It looks like he doesn't end up killing.
Drones
them.
have 40.
I don't know that this is gonna slow Flash.
No, it's not gonna slow him at all.
Much, but those are
because
that aren't mining.
Soma is also losing that
the gas starts.
economy by pulling, you know?
The math is going to be pretty fuzzy on this one, guys. It's not going to be easy to say where each side is going to be at once.
No, Flash is ahead 100% time. But I love that Soma went for 3 hatch before a pull, man.
An overreaction. Because his spawning pool was so late. If you see the drones, you might think, oh, he's going to...
I don't know if the drone
here so that Zerglings can
pull paid off. I don't think so.
Spam out a
definitely not.
Or something like that. But Flash is not even blinking. Like he's
but he's at the same time. But Flash is gonna scout already the third base, man. Like,
sending after command center first,
he's
and
so
drones
good, man.
attack him. He's sending his first Marine across the entire map.
And he's sending 1 Marine out there already,
it's
dude.
Truly an absurd thing to see.
2 more
if
Marines,
like this on the ladder,
he's the boss, bro. Oh, please make a bunker. Attempt to make a bunker there, please. Please do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what he can get done.
Oh, Marine, careful.
Right? One thing is, Marines alone are honestly pretty bad units. Like, 1 Marine is probably one of the weakest things in the whole game. Like, even 1 Zergling can beat 1 Marine. Soma's control.
Alright, Serling has... Serlings are out. Yeah.
In time at that match.
But I mean, he forced
yeah, he's going to be fine. So, I mean,
a few Serlings, so that's the whole idea. Those are not drones, man.
Crazy. There's a bunch of Lings headed to Flash, and he has...
Oh, but there's not a bunker. Must be careful,
he
man.
Have his wall up.
Okay, oh, he's just gonna wall. He's just gonna wall.
I think it's
he's just gonna wall.
Just before the Zerglings get there. He's making a bunker, and he's just gonna have to bring some Marines or some SCVs up to that little hole in the wall.
Boom, boom, boom. He's gonna kill the Lynx. Oh, the Lynx getting, but that's a lot of SCV. That's, dude, SCVs are warriors, man. Oh my god, they can get... Oh, never mind. They can... I thought that was a full wall, man.
Put inside the bunker right now, so the SCVs are.
Oh, but that's okay. 1 Marine, Vulture.
And can he actually get the body block? He does not. The bunker gets filled.
Oh, he's losing quite a bit of SCVs now. Oh, he needs to be careful with the Vulture, man.
I don't think he gets it.
Oh,
he does get the kill. Are you kidding me on that as well?
All right, Laris on the way. So Mutas, and that's 3 factory, by the way. So there's some Muta follow up and Goliaths as well.
But pure Lings from Soma. If Flash blocks the hole in the wall,
yeah, someone's dead.
Even though he lost all those SCVs,
if he had blocked that, Soma is fucked because he made so many Zerlings, dude.
His wall is up, but he pulls back.
It's an interesting spot to put the Spire.
Well. The SimCity is very good here. It's hard for the Lings to get in and actually hurt him. But Soma traded a lot of what could have been drones for those Zerglings, and I don't think they're going to find any damage.
Yeah, the
that was good damage. That was good damage. But like, if you look at the supply, it's fine. Like 40, Terran has to be always be ahead. He's slightly ahead, 43 against 34.
But we're seeing creep colonies at the expansions. Soma is on.
Like looks to me like a normal.
Right now, he's got.
I think this is just gonna develop into like a normal game, like if nothing occurred before this, basically. Except
barely enough to hold this. Flash is powered up with a lot of vultures, so he might try to actually plow his way.
The third base of Zer was
into the main.
Early, I guess.
He has 1 vulture up here by the bunker, but
macro hatching the natural
below. So it looks like there's 1 vulture here, and a Zerg could very easily imagine there's just an accumulation of Goliaths behind this. Now
that's a lot of vultures, my guy.
If Soma senses
with speed, okay, speed vultures to try to murder the drones in the third base.
This is way more vultures than you would ever expect in this situation.
Are they gonna try to hit the third? Oh no, he's going for the natural.
Very hard to connect with. But Flash can actually like kill a Sunken. He can kill all these Lings. It is possible. He's gonna shred those Lings and try to go after some drones. But don't forget, there's Mutalisks being created.
Sunkens are so good, man. Like, all right, he's gonna trade for these Lings.
Yeah. Okay,
he's getting some drones. Okay, he's targeting the drones.
Come in here and do a lot of damage. Honestly, man, this is pretty poor Soma here. Flash does.
He didn't get one.
Drones. That is painful, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna do too much more than that.
Well, a few Goliaths are coming out now. He's going to want to keep those at home for defense for now while he makes some missile turrets as well. Both of them have taken a fair amount of
Turrets
damage
about to be done. Yeah, they're
really
done. They're
hard
done. They're
to
done.
say exactly where both these players are at. It seems to me like Soma is a bit ahead right now. And I don't know how much damage he'll get done with these duelists,
Yeah,
but
I
he's
think
already got
Soma
his
right
3
now
gases
is ahead.
going,
And he made
Flash
a
doesn't have
lot
as
of
much
drones right
production as I
now.
think he was hoping for, and I don't think the Vultures did as much as he was hoping for either.
No, he basically traded those for links,
Yeah,
and
I mean, this is definitely
he killed like
Flash
4
in a
drones, I
much,
think.
much more difficult position here.
But that was a lot of vultures, plus the speed
did that damage,
upgrade.
The build order's already on a pretty painful trajectory at this point in time. The Mutalisk count is getting very high. It's Zerg on 4 hatcheries, and it looks like 1 drone is being
And Soma right now is in his comfort zone, man. He's like,
take another expansion here. So
I mean, he's got his mutas to harass. Holy fuck, be careful, man. That's a lot of Goliaths.
Get pushed back.
And he's got a bunch
he's
of
got
drones,
enough Goliaths to
and
just
now
go
he's
full
ahead
on
in
against
supply.
everything right now. But if you think back, for instance, to the Jane Doe game,
And he's already going for a Hydra then.
Flash
Dude,
had a
why is he
better
doing
record
his
there.
tech
Whereas here, Soma
structures in the third, man? Like, imagine if Flash goes for a
if Flash tries to move out
strong
and
push to the
counterattack,
very hit and kills the Den and the Spire. Like, that's pretty bad, no? I would put them, I don't know, there in the natural or you know, one in the main, one in the natural seems safer for me.
The Hydras are
I don't
basically
know.
ready to go, but he didn't
It's
quite
kind of
have
odd.
them high enough in number.
I don't really
Very
understand
tough for
the
Flash to get a third base. You know, in the game,
thought process
saw
of
Flash win with Mac,
putting
that was
both
one
of
where he
your...
did a free base and
I'm
then
guessing
your
to
base.
hide them
Honestly,
if he
just going
scans,
from your
because
high ground
scan
to
most
your
likely
low
will
ground
go
natural
into the
is
main
never-
or natural to see
never a
if
big
there's
challenge
another...
on that, right? But getting out to either the mineral only that's above the Terran's expansion
tech
or
build
out
other
to
than the
right
Spire,
now,
which right now there's the Hydra then as
the one
well.
that's more towards the center base, the triangle expansion. That is,
I'm assuming he's going for Lurker
that's gonna be
research
tough. I mean,
or
there's a world
Hydra
where Soma
Ranger
just has
speed, I
enough
don't
that
know.
He can overpower Flash here. So I'm very interested if Flash can win this game, how he's going to try to navigate this.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. I think that Flash
Soma is ahead
go all in on 2 bases
by
here,
far
just
right
try to do
now.
like a
Yeah,
Goliath
no
C-shape
question
push
about
and end
that.
It doesn't look like the type of situation where he can go into additional upgrades and go to 5 bases and, you know, play a game like that. It just, the game looks really bad for him right now. You can see how few missile turrets he has. He had 1 turret there. Soma flies in, kills it. He's going to kill a ton of SCVs. He's going to get out of here easily. Honestly, his mutas might be able to kill
Oh, he's
all the
going for the
Goliaths.
depots.
Look at
Holy
how much
fuck.
damage they're putting out. My God, that's a lot of mutas.
Shoots down a deep.
Dude, the depots fall like
counter
it's
attack.
nothing, man, and that's
Mutas
400
are far
HP,
away.
man.
The drones might have to even be evacuated here.
I think this has to be 2-1. I don't see how Flash wins this game,
I
man.
think
But
as the mutas come back, Soma's just going
dude, that's like 20 mutas,
He has
man.
far too many mutalisks. Far too many. Look at how many he actually has here. I don't think the Goliaths can hold on against this.
Yeah, I mean this
Yeah,
is
you can
a
just
lot.
straight up
A lot are
fight.
getting pulled out. The mutas are just going to all merge in here. The Hydras are going to bum rush the tanks, get right underneath them.
Like
And,
mutas
yeah, I mean, there's enough
are so
mutas-
good, man.
There's enough mutas he can just overpower this. The tank's going down means that that position's never going to be broken, by the way.
Yeah.
And then there's
he's getting those
Hydras.
Hydras out during all of this as well. That was really smart to keep the Goliaths away and let the Hydras kill the tanks. And now it's like, okay, yeah, the mutas are pretty badly hurt, but there's going to be Hydras popping out now. And while Goliaths are okay against Hydras, the amount of production
They're
that
not
Soma has,
amazing.
he should be
Hydra
able
is
to knock out
better,
every
man.
Goliath now with the help of these Hydras.
Yeah.
High
The
ground.
combination of the two is just a little bit too much. The Goliaths really can't take
And
the fight.
still, he makes it look
And
close,
against no
man. It's
tanks,
insane
you
to me,
just
but
can't get
there's
past
no
something
way.
else.
Someone has to win this,
I mean,
dude.
taking out those 2 tanks with the Hydras was kind of the moment that really threw Flash completely out of any position where he can try to close the game out.
Yeah, it seems really difficult for him to push
Because
through Hydra mutas.
how can he
pure
reinforce
Goliaths at
from
this
such a
point.
long
He actually-
distance?
well, I guess that one had very little health left. He actually killed off a lot of Overlords there, which is annoying, but Soma's not even supply blocked. He comes in with a flank for these Goliaths. The reinforcing Goliaths are too far away, so these are going to die without any additional help. And
There you go.
GG is
Yeah,
called.
2-1.
Soma takes map number 3.
Nice.
Nicely done. He did pull it off. It was a weird early game. But in the end,
Interesting game for sure.
Flash
Early
was
game.
Stabilized. I think Flash had a pretty strong push regardless. But, I mean, Soma now going into Game 3 versus Command Center first, Artosis.
Yeah, Flash has been about as greedy as you could ever possibly be in these games. In fact, so greedy that game that he ended up losing with the Link counterattacks and everything, really dealing a lot of damage. But that kind of puts it to Soma. Is Soma going to try to do a build that counters that for the next game? And has Flash already anticipated that? And will he do something safe to open in game number 4? It's really hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This has been such a fascinating series to see here so far. I got to say, Flash going 3CC in a row is not something I really thought was I didn't even think he had that in him to try to do that so many times. But
yeah,
the response from Soma there in Game 3 to send the drones was really fascinating. 3 hatcheries into super late spawning pool. And then sending 4 drones across the map immediately.
I don't think the 4 drones did that much. Generally you're going to have like more SCVs than there are drones, so it's not really that hard to block. So yeah, that was kind of like a weird moment, and it didn't feel like it did that much. I feel like he was looking for an overreaction. Where he spams down like a bunker and he's like, oh god, like there must be a follow-up to these drones, but there really wasn't. Like the spawning pool was unbelievably late there, but I guess the damage came later with those extra Zerglings that he made to attack, where Flash was being, I mean, the fact that that's how the game is going down and he sends his first 3 Marines across the map is like, we're really pushing the boundaries of what is doable in this game.
Yeah, I agree with you with the 4 drones. It didn't seem like that does a whole lot, but yeah, if you think that Lings are coming, and honestly, if I was in the Terran's position, that's what I would have assumed is headed my way, right? Is that there's like, 8 Zerglings right behind this, and I need to get a bunker immediately. But yeah, the fact that he did that, and then Flash's response, by the way, to go for mass vultures with speed, which was a pretty interesting move. I mean, he did kill, I think, almost every single drone at the natural.
Mm-hmm.
It was a crazy game, but when you go for that many vultures early on, every vulture is ultimately what could have been a Goliath, right? And so you don't end up having a Goliath count that is insurmountable, right? You did reduce the Zerg's drones, but the Zerg does produce in a different way, right? Larvae come out much more quickly. The Zerg was already on 4 hatches as well, so the Zerg's able to recover pretty fast, and that Goliath count being the accumulation of them, I should say, starting a lot later, makes it very, very tough to ever strong arm the Zerg with when they're going for Mutalisks like that.
Well, whether you liked the drone attack or not, I think the important lesson here is that Soma interfered with Flash in the early portions of the game. That is incredibly important because, if you let Flash stay on book what he practiced, he's the best at that. Oh, well, we're going to, I guess, go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk more about it. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Our first game.
So that he can do this tournament. all in from.
On top of what Flash is doing, and
It was enough to throw.
sauna in Korea, the old men are all watching Go on the TV inside the sauna. I want to know if, as we get old tasteless, is it going to switch over to StarCraft on that TV?
We just gotta wait until we're the old men.
Okay.
To say,
Much from here.
I am very, very happy to see Soma take that game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was important. You can't lose that game when you've done that much damage with the Lings early on, and then you block the Vultures. Like, if you end up losing that, this is going 0-4. But I feel like we actually have a series on our hands now, right? Like, Soma has messed with Flash. He was able to take him out after, engaging with him. Like, again, if you just let Flash get to the point of the game that he wants to get to, with the build he wants to get to, that he prepared, there's so little left for you to do against him, because he's so good in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's
oh wow,
it's also been
that's the best Go player in the world. That's the guy that played Alpha Star, by the way, or Alpha Go. Yeah, Lee Sedol.
I can't remember his name.
Lee Sedol.
But thank you. Yeah. So Go in Korean Hajuk, extremely popular out here. Like, it's funny because they actually had that on TV out here a lot.
Yeah.
And you still do. And then it was kind of cool because, you see that on TV, and then eventually they put StarCraft on TV. And so people kind of draw comparisons about, like, the old generation playing Go, the new generation playing StarCraft. And now esports is a thing everywhere.
Well, what I want to know is, because every time I've gone to a sauna in Korea, the old men are all watching Go on the TV inside the sauna. I want to know if, as we get old tasteless, is it going to switch over to StarCraft on that TV?
We just gotta wait until we're the old men.
Yes, I can't wait, dude. It's going to be so sick when we're old.
We'll just be sitting there naked with our back.
The girl next door in her red dress.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. They got him as a cashier. Yeah, how exactly can Soma try to navigate this game to win this? I feel like he's not going to 4-pull or 9-pull or 7-pull or any of the kind of viable rushes that we would see in tournament play. He did seem to trip Flash up with the drone rush, but I don't know that that's going to be recreated again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because really what worked there was the fact that he had a very delayed Ling rush after the drone rush, which just kind of looked weird. Like, it almost felt like it was a low-rank ladder game.
Yeah.
Right from the Darren's perspective. But it was enough to throw Flash off.
Well, you got to mix it up. You got to be aggressive. This is why Effort's the only player that has a winning record against Flash in these types of matches. He's beaten him in 2 championship matches. No one else has even come close to that. So, I think that's kind of the key. Soma needs to make sure that Command Center First is not being gotten away with without some sort of punishment, some sort of interaction, and hopefully just staying very on top of what Flash is doing and disrupting it where he can.
Yeah.
That dude has a weird voice.
Flash, even the game that he was down in game 3, he played pretty clean, man. I think you were right when you called the 2-base all in from there. Like, there's no point in trying to extend the game because, someone's basically brought the game to a place where it's pretty hard to ever advance it, into late game. Like, someone's just going to crush you. But again, Flash, it almost feels like he's improved through this tournament.
Wow. Yeah.
Like the last 2 series we've seen him play, he's really bringing it. And it's that scary style of play that he has where he seems to be making almost no mistakes. Like someone's having to throw the craziest stuff at him so that he can barely win.
The machine is
push later on in the game. It's kind of crazy.
Updating his calculations, analyzing everything that what just happened.
Can it?
And be like, all right.
Guy drinking like, what did you see that?
Yeah.
Flask.
Yeah.
With the Zerg logo. So
we're gonna
pounding that.
make a couple adjustments, and
it's hilarious.
I love it. All right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad too that Soma took a win, man. I was like, please do not a 4-0, please not.
In fact, the next 3 maps are relatively standard. I don't know. I don't think
there's
that
no
we're
way.
gonna see Command Center First again. He's got to pull it back a little bit.
He's going.
I agree.
I believe he has gone
Been hard to predict so far, guys.
3 games in a row.
Four
CC
is
first, by
ready
the
to
way.
go. Right now, Flash with a 2-1 lead versus Soma,
Which
here in this
was
ASL
what caused this weird early game. Because someone was like, no fucking way, man, again? He goes for 3 hatch before pull and a 4th run. Like, harassment into links, into... That was such a unusual game. For sure.
Okay. Flash here
4
in the
pool.
top right.
4 pull.
Oh
Yeah, Artosis
my
knows,
God.
man. You see, if you don't see a drone,
He's gonna do it.
Yeah. Well,
if you don't see a drone,
like I mentioned, I was saying earlier in the week that I thought he needs to probably do 2 4 pools throughout the series if he wants to win, because Flash is so commonly playing greedy. But yeah, this is a really important moment.
I don't know if this was exactly the best game to go for it, in my opinion, based on
Soma should win the
the
game.
pattern. Because Flash has gone 3 CC
There are
first
couple
in a
flashes.
row.
There's 4 pool, there's 5 pool, 7 pool, and then
So,
9 pool.
The
A
mind
4 pool,
game
I think gets there like
from the
5
Terran
seconds faster than 5 pool. And
side
consider,
will
like,
be
you
to
know, oh my God,
Looks like 8 pairs.
he's gonna make.
yeah, I knew it, man.
Okay,
I knew
so,
it.
First of all,
I was gonna say, Flash is like,
nothing hits.
Soma
faster
is
than
gonna
this.
do something about this
And he's
now,
gonna use 1 drone
or
scout.
should do something.
Yeah.
His Overlord scouted my CC
I
first
don't know the interaction
for 3 games in a row, so
But
he's
you
gonna
have
do
to
something about
imagine
it.
Having the barracks and the
Of course, Flash doesn't go
out
for CC
here
first this
is
game, man. Of
not
course.
good. Is pretty
So
bad.
that's why I'm saying I don't know if this was the best
By the
game
way,
for
with this rush,
from
no,
Soma to go for this.
Immediately. Where the actually, hold on a second. I guess the
Maybe the
overhead
next
goes
one will
to
be
the
great.
bottom left.
I don't know, man.
So
It's hard
yeah,
to.
Where does he send the links? I guess you send the links to the top right
Yeah.
in this build.
He should be sending them to the top right, which will be good for him. Like, finding him with the drone would have been more powerful. So he's going to poke his head up there. He's not going to see it. He's not going to see a wall with his Overlord. So he should send the links directly to the north.
But I mean,
and if he
Adrax.
catches that first Marine, it becomes like almost game over. But if Flash can pull the Marine back and block a little bit, because
Okay,
he knows these links coming. He now knows that it's a portal. He's got to turn that
Marine,
Marine around
bro,
immediately.
the Marine.
Oh my God.
If he can get a bunker up here, he can do something like float his command center down and potentially end up being okay, because this is an 8 racks. The surround hits on that first Marine. The second Marine looks like it's going to be in trouble here as well. Flash is trying to squeeze this back, but it looks like Soma's going to catch that as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful micro with the drone.
Yeah, and you got to note, the Marine will always pop out at the bottom left unless there's enough
Well,
surface area.
he's
that
still
can
gonna
block
get the
over
win
side.
anyways,
It's
man.
not-
This
oh
is
my
2-2
God, okay,
already,
this
dude.
is working. This is working. This is a build order win. It's looking like more lings are going to trickle in here as the last SCV is going to go down. Can he
Oh,
get the
Flash
block on
is
this?
fucking
He's
pissed,
one
man.
more block. He's going to create a little square. Flash
Well,
taps out.
never mind what I just said. It worked for him, man. I was like,
Yeah.
he's gonna have
This was an
fast
important
Marine.
moment.
He's gonna see the
You have to mix
links.
that in against Flash. You have to do some hard counters and hope that they hit the right builds.
I'm guessing
And honestly, that was like a game where
Flash was the one that wanted to rush in hoping for Soma to go for a normal build and go for the air racks and rush and do like a bunker rush.
with an 8 racks, because you get that Marine out so quick, but you have to keep the first Marine alive. And you saw that Soma, he microed well, he got his lings in there, he surrounded that first Marine, and that
he
just
is not
shut
happy
Flash down.
about
He caught
that.
The second Marine, and
He's not happy
from
about
there,
that.
It's pretty straight.
All right, man, we got a
Whereas if
series,
it had been, like,
2-2.
he into the
This
barracks,
is
he probably
boosting
just kills him immediately,
Soma's
right?
confidence
Like,
back,
Marines aren't
and
even
Flash
attacking
has
him
to shake it
when
up,
the ling gets
shake
there,
it off.
or it's just popping. So,
Needs
yeah,
to
that was
take
a
his
great win
time.
from Soma. A good point
Reset.
to mix that in. But here's the thing, Flash, he accounts for things like this occurring as well. Like, he knows it's just going to randomly lose a game here and there. So I don't think that's going to make him change his plans for the rest of the games.
Yeah, look, I'm so glad Soma did that. Will he do it again? I'm not so sure. I think that was so necessary to do, because it basically shows Flash, I will take crazy risks here. And you need to knock it off. You need to play within the realm of a safe game. No risky openers. A command center first and a 4 pull. you know, they look very different and they create very different games, but they kind of come from the same place, right? The Command Center First is a super greedy, not safe way to play. Vorpal's also not safe if you're playing against somebody who plays safe at all.
Yeah.
But this should stop the Command Center First behavior. Making barracks out in the middle of the map is also going to be
I don't
something
know.
I think is a no-go.
Is that going to
Let's
stop
see what
it?
We're going to get now as we have a tight
Maybe Flash is like, all right, well, now
going
this game I can go
to game
CC
5.
first because Soma's not gonna rush me. The double mind games, dude. Or someone's like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go for pull again, bitch. that would be insane, dude. Okay, he's not for pulling. Especially in this gigantic fucking map.
Top left, no 4-pull this time. We've had the first drone start. Flash down here.
Yo, what up, Shades? You're kind of late, my boy.
I'm just so excited that we're tied up.
Series is tied, 2-2.
I mean, we were talking about, I'm glad we also got a 4-pull. We talked about that enough. I was like, please let this
Well, there has to be.
kind of roll here. We sound crazy. But that was the right call. Now we'll see what Flash does. But, you know, I think making Flash feel a little bit uncomfortable about doing anything too greedy at least forces him to do a build order that can be more at the Zerg's pace.
Yeah.
And,
but here's the thing, though. I wonder, does he change anything because of that? You know, like, does he look at that and say, ooh, he is willing to 4-pull. Maybe I'll play a little bit safer. Or does he just, he's like, yeah, that was going to happen one game maybe, but let's keep going. That's where I'm like a little bit nervous about Soma's chances still.
Well, this is where it becomes a bit of a poker game, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely, there is the poker game in the early game, no
Flash
question.
more often
But
than
now
Soma
the Overlord is going to scout first Flash.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see Soma go, wow,
He's going to make the
pulling
barracks,
13 in a
right?
row.
Yeah,
That's
he's going to
crazy.
make.
So he goes for an early pull, but not the kind that's a crazy.
And I'm
rush.
glad he did,
This was, I
because-
believe, overpull.
Yes.
In other words, you start an Overlord.
Overpull
and then,
is like
make a drone and then
semi-economic build. You just go pull right before the
And
hatch.
That's like.
But I'm glad he did, because if he goes
you can
command
block
center
something
first,
like
there's
Center
the Overlord
Barracks
that
or
will
an
scout
APEX
it right
push a
away,
little bit
man.
more easily. But Flash isn't going for that this game. In fact, it looks like this is going to be the most regular, normal kind of safe opener from Flash that we've seen so far.
For
It looks
both
like it's just
players,
gonna be,
actually.
you know, a pretty fast expansion. Do know that he
Gasless-
has not scouted yet.
Gasless expand, no?
There is like a variation of this where you scout really, really late, and in fact, I think he just barely didn't see that Overlord. The Overlord has just a little bit more vision than the Terran buildings, so I think Flash still doesn't know where he's at.
Oh, he knows
now
now.
he definitely does. As the
now
Overlord
he
makes
sees
his way
him.
over. Yeah, definitely.
Unless
saw
he
it there.
didn't
So
look,
he
but,
knows that Soma's in the top left.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
he should be
knows.
able to just expand easily here. But notice that he's not scouting. Like this is Flash, man. Like he just optimizes relentlessly. Where it's like, yeah, I want every mineral. This command center is a little bit faster than you'll normally see. Like if you scout and the normal scout timing is on 12 supply, then this command
The
center
CC
starts
CC
right
is
about
a little
now.
later.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
like
he's got
10
like a 15-second
10,
edge
15
on
seconds
what
later.
a normal build would look like here.
I do find this, out of all the things that pro gamers can do, the hardest thing to do, and also the thing that good players,
They're on the
or even
way.
new players, sorry, not good
Fast
players, new
mutas.
players should never copy.
Standard stuff.
Is the whole not scouting thing. I've even seen some some guides the Koreans will make, some for like pro gamers will make, where they're like, no, don't scout, you don't need to scout, just do this. And it's like, no, you need to scout. Like new players, they need to see what the other guy's doing, where he's at, to kind of start to formulate the game in their head.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there is a way to approach the game where you scout either very late or not at all, but you get to have like your tech come out a little bit faster. You know, you'll see like players that they
X-Dark
scout with the
Shaded
first
said,
Zealot or
my
the
core,
first
I
Dragoon, as
just
an
woke
example.
up, but
Mm-hmm.
I put you on
By the
speaker
way,
when I
Soma
was
is gonna get
showering.
inside the main.
Although
He's gonna
didn't
see
I
that it
didn't
is a
see the
factory
games I
started right
hear the
away.
shit.
That's huge.
I heard you when Soma took
That
too
is
long.
Also, we should point out,
I must say third
if
and
you're both
fourth
sharing either
games
the
were
left side
pretty
of the
quick
map or the right side of
and
the map
was epic
on this
by
map,
the
you are
overconfidence.
really close.
The series is
So
great.
there are
Oh,
a
it
lot
definitely
of
is,
time
man.
attacks Terran
So
can
far
do
we have a
that
great
are
series,
really,
man.
really sharp and will hit you really fast.
No, I love what we're seeing here from Soma. The fact that he got those
By the
two
way-
Zerglings in is like insane, and you can see that he's actually going ahead and he's looking for a counter here to what Flash is doing. He's throwing down the quick Hydralisk Den, I think
'Cause
this
he
is just
knows
gonna be a
Flash is
two-match
going
lurker
mech.
all in, because a factory this fast generally won't have good detection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Lurker all in.
Biggest factor right now is this SCV. Flash is sent
Soma is
another
a killer,
SCV onto the
man.
map.
Just because he got that
And,
link in the main, and he was like,
If he gets in here and sees this, you're gonna have enough time to hold this.
Yeah.
So
hold on, because I wasn't paying attention. Does the Hydra then is the Hydra then put before the link got in, or not? I'm sorry, but I kind of need to check, bro.
But by the way, Soma is going to get inside the main. He's going to see that it is a factory started right away.
That's huge.
Oh, so the Lurk finishes, the link gets in, and then he puts the Hydra then, right?
On this map, you are really close.
And making sure the SCV dies in the main. So the SCV dies in the main, and then there's the high. Okay. Wow.
No, I love what we're seeing here from Soma. The fact that he got those two Zerglings in is like insane, and you can see that he's actually going ahead and he's looking for a counter here to what Flash is doing. He's throwing down the quick Hydralisk Den. I think this is just going to be a 2-hatch Lurker all in, because
Flash is gonna try to spot the third base or try to get the SCV again into the third base to scout any. He needs to know if there's a spire or what. Right now, Flash doesn't know what's going on, man.
If he gets in here and sees this,
he's gonna see it. He's gonna see it. He's gonna see it.
So I think this
Okay,
could
he
be
knows. He knows. But it
I
might
think
be a
he's
little
seen
bit
it
too
in.
late, man.
Immediately.
What do you make? Will you make an eBay? Do you make? You have to go for eBay. There's nothing else you can do.
Now remember, this is like a real
Armory, eBay, bunker, and definitely like even another bunker behind the bunker. I don't know, man. This is.
Yeah.
That SCV knockout.
I would make like even another bunker behind, man. Like right now, you need to make sure you survive this, man.
He's going to be prepared.
He's also making academy to try to make
He's got the
consent stations.
Bunkers coming along as well.
It's really hard to imagine him losing from this position. Like, he's going to be ready for the Lurk Rush. Maybe Soma... No, Soma's just making more links. He's going completely all in with it, which makes sense, because
But where are the Lurkers? Oh, the Lurker research is not done. He's going to just morph them now? Okay.
But we're going to have a missile turret going up, multiple bunkers. He's going to
yeah.
And he's getting comsats behind. So even if you get the Lurkers into a great position, he's eventually going to have the scans.
Okay, wow. Holy fuck, that SCV, man. That SCV scout
of this looks amazing so far, but maybe Soma still has a chance with the amount of units he's made.
Well, if he goes for siege, there is no way this works, man.
I mean, the 2 bunkers, turrets spread out, tank there,
I think
detection,
Flash wins this, man.
the whole time.
Oh, he has siege? Like, get the fuck out. Boom. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Look at this. A huge amount of lings coming in as he burrows at that bunker. He's going after the siege tank with those Zerglings, and he actually will.
I mean, yeah, you get the...
He's not repairing anything.
Wow, Marines die immediately,
That's how
but...
confident he is.
Yeah, he's not even repairing. He's like...
Dude, every SCV I had would have gone up there trying to repair those bunkers, but he's like, no, this is a hold.
No, he knows he doesn't need to pull SCVs. I'm so glad you pointed that out, Artosis. That's so funny because it's so true. It's like he just knows, like, no, I don't even...
Yeah, I was like, why is he not repairing, man? He's like, I don't need to, and I don't want to lose SCVs.
Can't say I blame him for doing that.
I mean, I loved the reaction on Soma, man. I think that was great.
Basically send one more SCV
But
out on the map.
I think the Lurker upgrade takes like forever to research.
And he saw it. I mean, look,
it's a very slow
I think
upgrade.
Maybe Soma wins that if Flash hadn't seen that. But
And then Flash SCV Scout was like godlike, man. Like if Soma had a couple links there to prevent that just in case and deny it, but I think I don't think you can deny it. Like the SCV gets in anyways.
That he literally doesn't have to bother pulling SCVs.
Ah man, I kind of feel for Soma there because I think he played really good that game, but
the part that he didn't pull it, like dumb as in dumb good, that he didn't even try to repair. He's just like, no, everything's fine. That's how hard he countered that, and it all has to do with the SCV running around. Like that's just what it is. Like he snuck it out in an interesting direction. Wow. Soma didn't see it.
Oh man!
And he gets the scout, and that's it. And he just.
I kind of feel the pressure for Soma right now.
And there was nothing.
He must be like, "Fuck, man! Now this is match point for Flash, you know."
and he blocks it.
It's 3-2.
Yeah, he knew to cancel that third factory. And, you know, what is Soma going to do? I can't say I blame him for trying that, by the way.
No.
I think that was a good map to go for something like that. Again, the travel distance is really short, which means the lurkers can get down there very quickly. But he was not able to deny that scout. You even saw that the den was made at the natural.
Yeah. I don't know, like have some SCVs in the ramp from your main to your natural. Put the den in the main, man. Like there were ways to prevent that, to make Flash guess or wonder. If he doesn't see the den,
and the thing is, I feel like
and there's like a couple links in the ramp that prevent the SCV to go into the main.
Oh, he's got to put his Google Play code.
Flash doesn't know if it's Spire, if it's a den, if it's like what.
Yeah, like
look at this guy, man.
I don't know. It's just it's such a tough position here for Soma. Do you react to what you're seeing? Do you stay on your original plans? How do you do it? How do you come back here now and win 2 maps in a row against?
Oh man, like positioning, man, like positioning.
It's tough.
Put the fucking end in the main. Have like 3 Zerlings in the ramp and hold position. I don't know, man. Like,
it's been very interesting as far as build order selection. You know, it's been.
If Flash doesn't know about that lurker only, dude,
Soma trying to play standard, but a lot of times getting.
If he doesn't win, at least he gets like insane amount of damage. Like I don't know, or just straight up the kill. Because what do you do without detection? Like. And lurkers just fucking rape everything, man.
Kills the greedy build, but loses to the standard build, right? The standard build.
Oh, that's gotta kick him in the nuts, man. Because he probably was like, dude.
And then, you know, obviously, if you go for a greedy build, you're gonna lose to that all in, to that cheese, and that seems to be part of the story here with this best of 7. We're gonna go to a short break, guys. When we come back, we're gonna go to game number 6.
ASL Season 21 Finals.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. What a crazy finals this has been, by the way. I mean, it's gone from like some pretty...
Hello, ladies!
All the way to like super fast all-ins. Like the whole... It's
I will date any of those 3 chicks, man.
I mean, this is...
It's
gone from
like, come on, look at them.
Like some pretty...
Are you kidding me? Especially mid and left.
Crazy epic games.
Or any.
All the way to like super fast all-ins. Like the whole... It's so interesting.
Imagine like, dude, in Korea you can be like
what can happen when you have 2 great
StarCraft
in a drawn-out best of 7
pro gamer and have your chiquillas fan base and like
started.
Yeah.
Nowhere else in the world, man.
It's
like,
turning into quite the wild series right now. But we are getting towards the end.
Women don't give a fuck
like
about
Flash
this game.
Is very,
or,
very close to taking this home. Soma,
you know,
of
in
course,
general,
you know, has a couple victories
in the rest
here.
of the world.
I'm really, really hoping he can continue this forward.
It's not like I get fucking turned on because you made a marine split, you know, or like whatever the fuck, man.
The Corporal was great, and I do not blame him for that Hydra Ling all in.
Here,
like
it can happen.
You're gonna pull out at least once in a best of 7.
Yeah.
You need to have one game where you just try to, you know, pop the Terran open and kill him. We're gonna go to attitude here for map
VA is what
an
again? Virginia.
Finishing this out on match point.
Perfect name, because it will be the match point at that point.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Enjoy it, Shade, because here I don't have that, my guy. I mean, you see a couple hot chicks here and there when I go out, which is almost like never now. If you go downtown, yeah, you definitely see some, but I'm sure it's not even close to what you see over there, man. Well, you have a lot of European and American and Canadian.
Top right
some
here is Flash.
From Argentina
right
and shit.
Soma. Quick plug, guys. Consider signing up.
I mean,
for
you see a
Patreon.
bunch of hot chicks as well, but
season.
Like,
and
come
season
on.
2 will be right around
It's
the
not even
corner.
close to what you can
I'm
see in
so
First World, man.
glad, StarCraft is able to
Asian chicks are like
continue
so
to exist
fucking
in an esports way. I've been watching
a la moda, you know,
these
and
tournaments
so
since I was like in high school.
coquetas.
Downloading VODs and trying to follow and trying to not be spoiled, and it's incredible that 27 years later it's still going on.
It is.
We are so happy to bring it
Let
to
me
you.
switch a little bit here in BRB.
Yeah, and thank you everyone who's signed up on that Patreon already. It is so much appreciated. Please do check it out. Patreon.com/ASL English. And yeah, I mean, this final's already, reasonably tight, reasonably close. Some really good build orders being used, and whatever happens this season is going to lead into that next one, right? Like, if Soma ends up winning here, how big is that, right? Like, how if he wins 2 in a row, dethroning Flash, it's like, okay, we really are in a new era at this point. Whereas if Flash wins, it's like, okay, well, he's not going to play next season, is he? Some crazy things about.
Yeah. So it is Overpool, by the way. And by the way, it's kind of crazy. We've had a lot of games where Soma is going to get the first Overlord scout and see where the opponent is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a position where you can actually put the Overlord in a spot where they don't know that you scouted him.
Yeah, that's quite true. And Flash hasn't really been scouting. Like he's doing it again, where he's just like not scouting. He's just going to make his next depot with that SCV and make his command center a bit faster than we normally see. But it's Overpool, so like we could have Zerglings pop out. He might decide to drone. He might. Yeah, it looks like he's not really going to make Zerglings. I think he's scouted this and said, okay, well, it's pretty clear what's going on here. You're not scouting me, so maybe it's not worth it to make wings and send them across the map when there's going to be a wall that just blocks them.
What was this?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he's continuing to make drones. We just saw one hatch. He'll, no matter what, he'll get at
Overlord
least 2 wings.
pool.
You eventually have to kill the
They call it,
scouting
I
SCV.
think.
But yeah, a scoutless command center. So look, this looks like a lot of the other builds that Flash
Alright,
did,
so
but
Flash
it's done
not taking risks again. Goes for a normal.
Order. The build order is safer, right?
Barracks
like,
expands.
You can't just be killed off immediately here. So, a lot of the ideas that Flash have are pretty similar, but this is not going to be as robust economically.
You got it, bro.
As like CC First. Now, we also, when we've had kind of an even playing field here, we've not seen Soma, trying to go toe-to-toe. Soma's played after game 2. Soma has basically played a completely different style.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy openings, super sharp all-ins. Let's see if he continues.
Well, he's mixing it, and I like it. He's like trying to adapt and outplay Flash, but
yeah, like
it's a tough one, man.
Timing's normal. He's going to be a little bit down on drones compared to what he could be, just because of the timing of that hatchery being a little bit slower with Overpool. But it's not a huge
Overpool,
difference.
yeah,
The thing is, against Flash, it can feel that way. I hope he's not, feeling like there's no way out of this. But Flash right now adding a factory. We'll see if he adds another one. Is he just going to stay on the mech train? I think he is.
I hope he does.
Really
it's
like
super strong.
He was talking
3 factory
about his
Goliaths.
match against Jadong about how he's got to go back to bio and the mech isn't working anymore. And then we see mech all day here against Soma, so that might have been a calculated way to speak about it. But he's actually, never mind, he hasn't added a second factory basis, which means this is a starport rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no eBay
we
for
might
plus
end up
1
with,
bio.
Kind of the third build order here, after a fast expand here. Is factory
Okay, so
and
1-1-1.
starport.
That's the first game he
Again,
goes for
I
that.
think would be an
Oh
interesting
no,
move
turn
here.
factory. Never mind.
He
Never
is
mind.
good. No.
Never mind.
It is
Armor,
just a
yeah,
different
it's
order
gonna
of
be 3
factories.
factory
I guess,
Goliaths.
You go CC first, you get the second factory much faster.
Oh yeah.
With
yeah,
this one,
yeah.
you go factory, armory, factory. So it
What's
is
the
going to be that
difference
next
between
time.
CC first or barracks
It will be that
expands?
accumulation of Goliaths.
Macro
I don't know if it's gonna be immediate
hatchery.
or not.
What is
We
that?
saw a game where he went
Is that the
for vultures
Spire?
and
I didn't even look.
Goliaths, but it could just be a very vanilla Goliath build, which I think is totally fine.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, Spire
the
on the way.
armory and the factory take the same amount of time to build. So if you're going to go straight for Goliaths, it doesn't make sense to add the factories any earlier. You can just get a little bit of extra mining. He has the eBay coming up, so he'll have those missile turrets
Plus,
as well.
plus 1 armor, I think
so
he goes
this is
for
like
now.
a really
To open.
just solid
Plus 1
opener
armor,
for Flash, once again going into this heavy Goliath type of play.
3 factory Goliaths.
And I'm interested to
Turrets
see if
on the
Soma
way.
can actually counteract it now. He doesn't actually
Mutas
know
will
that
be
that's
there
what's
at minute
happening, but he does see that the
6-ish.
second gas is pretty quick. If you were playing just
Right.
straight up Marine medic, first off, there would have been more Marines made from this barracks, which he can see with his Overlord. Second off, the gas would not be up this fast. So he knows it's
He knows it's
just, is this like Valkyries?
He doesn't
Is
know
this
if it's
Goliath? He doesn't know that
Starport
quite
or
yet.
Goliath yet, but he will find out soon enough.
Yeah,
Third hatch on the
I
way.
think you-
Well, not the third. That's actually the fourth hatch,
I think
but
you do
third
make
base.
a really good point. Yeah,
Better
he knows
set.
it's not bio. There's a second gas. And by the way, Flash has been meching more in this tournament than he has in I think any other ASL we've had.
Yes,
And I love it.
Which is interesting.
Gotta go for mech boy.
The cards when the season started. I don't know. Yeah, I just kind of always default Flash as a guy who will occasionally mech, but mostly go bio.
Links are spreading the map. Soma with full
A lot of
vision.
the same rules apply from game one. You know, one side starts to amass Goliaths. It causes an arms
Barracks and eBay
where
blocking the
Zerg
SCBs
is
to
making mutas.
make Muta harass to the SCBs
Zerg
harder
eventually wants to combo
or
it
less
with,
effective.
Muta Hydra.
I also love that.
But you have to get a certain amount of
Oh, the Link Barrel.
before
Oh
you
my
can
god,
really
this
do
is
anything.
so
I love
good,
the
man.
Barrel
Like
Wolverine.
they just
one of the
know
strongest things
everything,
versus
man.
mech play
Link Barrel is so
is
fucking
that
good, man.
You can basically
It's like, bro, I have
monitor where they are,
map
what they're
hack,
doing. This
basically.
is going to be another 10 Goliath timing. Or is it 10? I think it's actually like 7 or 8.
It's a 7 Goliath timing. He does have more that are rallying out, so it might make it to 10.
I'm not sure about
But,
this, but
I've never seen one this
it's
fast.
just some
I have
pressure.
never
But
seen it.
or
This is
now
some
he's gonna go
absurd
back.
amount
Oh, I
of
love
down
it.
the map. But he got an Overlord
I love
with
it,
that,
I
and
love
he's just
it.
going to walk
He's
back.
not
and
gonna
you can
commit.
see Soma's
Yeah.
reacting. He's not harassing with the mutas. He brought them back defensively.
he brought the mutas
He's adding a
back. He
secondary
made more
summon.
mutas.
So Flash gut
5 factory
changed what he
now.
was doing there just by walking across the map with those glides.
Yeah, I love that. I love that fake pressure. That was so fucking good,
You know,
man.
while
He's
he
like,
gets
all right, make
the
more
next
units,
stage
bro.
of his plan going, which looks like he's just
While
gonna
I
go to
keep
5
powering
factories.
up on
So,
2 bases.
It's important, you know, when people
Those
watch
Link's
our
barrel
friends-
catching everything Flash does
Obviously,
makes me
see
fucking
them go
nervous,
out
man.
and
Like
go back.
from the
Oh,
Terran
nothing
perspective, it's
happened.
like,
Well, actually,
dude, that's
it's
so
like
fucking
Argos
broken,
were not,
man.
Attacking, they were ready to defend. A second sunken colony was made, which means you had to give up 1 drone. And these don't really seem like very much, but when you get the 2 best players in the world, that's a lot. So now the Goliaths are just going to sit back, and this looks more and more like it's going to be some kind of a 2-base all-in. The question is going to be, does Soma
Definitely
have
a
the
2-base
right
all-in,
formula
'cause
here?
that's 5 factory, no first
Where
CC.
he doesn't die to this. And
Flash
that
is
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
fucking. Oh, he had the Goliaths in
the
position, man.
mutas come
But
in and kill that first turret very quickly,
Oof.
going after these SCVs, so
Oof.
Flash has to run them. But Flash is out kind of in the middle of the map with most of his units. It looks like he's not going to turn around.
but Soma knows everything,
Okay,
man.
he's
Like
seen
he
a
knows at
small
all
movement to
times
push his
where
back,
are Flash
waits for
units.
the tanks, and now he's going to go. Soma has brought up more mutilas.
4
There are 4
Sunkens.
sunken
Oh,
colonies,
these mutas,
so the
man,
tanks are
going-
actually going to be pretty key here.
Going down.
But will Soma turn around with these mutas and bring them to help? I think he's going to need every unit he has to hold this.
This is a really scary position here because, like, you know, Terran has already lost a lot of SCVs, but the push is going to hit.
Oh, the siege
It's going to
tank,
hit
man.
real hard. Armor is done, which means
And
the
they
Goliaths
do
are
so
gonna have
much
more
damage to
sustain in
us.
these fights. The Mutalisks are in between, so a lot of times you see pushes like this. The trick is to get in
what is it
between
called? The sunken
reinforcements.
colonies.
But
Oh, that's 2 tanks. Yeah, the sunken colonies are just gonna get evaporated, man. The bunker with the Goliath should be enough to like.
Kill whatever he can over here and then get back home. Before
Soma's
the
trying to prevent more reinforcements to come.
Oh my God, he's gonna go in the main.
Yeah, so he's
This
actually
is
making
like
a lot
a
of Sunkens up on the high ground.
base
which is gonna make
trade,
it
but I
harder
think
to
this
break
favors
in.
Flash, to
But
be
he's
honest.
keeping his mutas on
Go for the
top of
Spire, man.
factory, so he'll
Oh
be
man,
able
be
to
careful
kill
with the
every Goliath
tanks.
that
Be
pops
careful with
out,
the tanks.
basically.
You cannot
Like,
lose
this
them,
is a
man. Try to
very
save
strong
them.
move from Soma. He is in a complete base trade right now. But with those extra Sunkens, that will slow Flash.
Wow, he sent every Muta to the Terran base.
This move from Soma was quite brilliant. Look at this. He's taking out the factories. Flash can't even produce units anymore.
Yeah, you know, I've never really seen this situation But yeah, he can't get in the main. There is
I mean, Soma still has this base, so yeah. That's so many mutas, bro. He has sunken in his main. Zerling's going out. Coming out. Flash is fucked. He lost all his production.
What a crazy game. By the way, the 2 tanks have been
like, decision making by Soma is insane here.
They're not going to be important.
How do you
he might as well just use the only 2 tanks he has to kill drones.
Deal with this situation, which looks so strong for Flash, and now this is looking pretty bad. Like, I mean, Terran is far. He has no production.
Goliath's come back. He has to win this fight.
He can even just trade these mutas if he wants, or just get the fuck out of there. Like that's so many mutas. He just wins.
The hatchery on the other side. Look at this, and GG is called tasteless. Oh, we're gonna go to game number 7.
Ace match.
Oh my god.
3-3, man. I knew this was gonna be a close series, man. Holy fuck.
Final game here, game 7. What an unusual win. I've never really seen the Zerg sack the natural.
This is so sick, man. This is so sick.
I guess a 2-base Terran, yeah, you know, the reality is the Zerg's on 3 bases, right? He picked off the reinforcements, and I think maybe Flash would have won the game had the mutas gone back and tried to kill off the push.
Yeah, if he tried to defend, there was so many Goliaths and more with the reinforcements coming, like he loses, most likely. Instead, he's like, well, let me make Sunkens in my main, leave a few units, and send all my mutas to the Terran base and just murder everything, man. Wow, one of the mineral lines plus all the factories, and that's checkmate.
Can't get any more units out. So that was a pretty brilliant move from Soma, and I think that Flash just did not anticipate that. You could see that he was a little bit, almost looked like he was confused there at the end when we put the camera over on him, because like I think he expected Soma to come back to try to hold the natural, but the fact that Soma just spammed up, you know, Sunkens in his main base and said, "Screw it, we're gonna kill your factories." I think that's where it sunk in for Flash. Like, he didn't end up killing that hatchery. He sent 2 tanks to the bottom left to kill drones. And Soma just eliminated all of his production.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I think that it really, on paper, kind of looked like Flash probably, once again, had one of his perfect timing attacks. But the fact that he had this weird position with Sunks on the high ground, like, there's no way to really... There's no way to get up there.
Pues yo creo que lo más que se haya podido preparar, mi estimado Falken, es la final, es el campeón defendiendo el título del torneo anterior y estás jugando ni más ni menos que contra la leyenda en carne y hueso, así que...
And the reality is your Goliaths are going to get chewed up by the sunken colonies to the point where then the Mutalisks probably can go back.
Yeah, exactly. Stop the push. Exactly. And then you've lost,
Estamos 3-3,
you've lost maybe half your
Último juego.
And it's just not a good situation. So, really good from Soma. Don't play Flash's game. Don't engage where he wants you to. He brought the fight to Flash's base. But now we're going to go into Match Point. Match Point is a 2-player map. It's probably the most aggressive map that we have in the map pool. There's not many bases on it. I have no idea what we're going to end up seeing here. Like, this is definitely a map where you could do some sort of rush just right off the bat. It's a map where you could try to play like a macro-esque game as Terran. But from Zerg's point of view, not so much. Like, how do you get 4 gases here? It doesn't seem realistic.
Sube tiene como un gorrito de condón,
I mean,
¿no?
we could have, man, I kind of forgot it was on Match Point. Match Point, I think, will be tough for Soma. Yeah, how exactly does he want to play this? I'm not so sure.
Pues no sé si lo está evitando como tal, güey, porque digo, su macro también es muy bueno. Simplemente es más bien el meta del macho. Lidiar con los timings que Terran puede hacer y tratar de confundir a
And you know, it gives me the impression that Flash seems to think Mech is a better
variando
approach
diferentes
overall right
jugadas,
now
¿no?
in TVZ for the meta.
Intentó hacerle un all-in de
it's
Lurkers,
kind
no le
of tricky the way
funcionó.
he's gone about it, because the mech hasn't been working as well. It's what he lost to Jadong with, but he's found some kind of interesting timings in there with.
Sí, bueno, sabemos que Flash, su macro es
thing is match point.
Probablemente el mejor, no hay duda de eso.
I think even the open.
Pero digo, no es como que le dé miedo jugar a macro a Soma. Soma también es un monstruo.
Because it is like that two-player match. You're going to know where your opponent is at. Aggressive plays.
Están tratando los dos de outplay el uno al otro, ¿sabes? Constantemente. Lo que sí es que ya Flash ya no ha querido hacer otro CC primero como apertura, güey. Lo hizo 3 juegos seguidos, desde el primero al tercero, güey. El cuarto ya. Mira estos güeyes, cabrón. Están así como, verga, no mames. Ahora sí todo el mundo está calladito. Los nervios, vamos a ver si logran calmarse. 3 a 3. Match point para ambos.
But Soma could end up beating him. It could happen, man. It's all going to come down to match point. You have to imagine these guys already had special builds planned for this map because it is a different looking map. Have they changed that?
No sé qué mapa es este, pero ahorita vamos a ver.
Does Soma have some kind of, you know, more conservative play because it seems like he's figured out how to.
Pues es que ese primero, si sale, si lo logran hacer sin ser castigados, pues es el build más fuerte porque es el que te da más ventaja económica. Y si hay alguien que lo explota al 100 es Flash, güey. Si Flash te juegas ese primero y no lograste retrasarlo un poquito o castigarlo un poquito, lo más probable es que, no forzosamente, pero lo más probable es que vas a perder, güey. No siempre. Ya le han ganado que él va a hacer ese primero, se sale con la suya. Y y pierde la partida, ¿no? Pero es raro.
It's all going to come down to this one game. You can see these guys are extremely evenly matched. It literally can't be closer than this 3-3 here in a best of 7. By the way, we rarely get
es como un haircut de honguito, ¿no?
In StarCraft, a lot of them are like 4-2s, 4-1, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But here we are.
También depende del mapa, definitivamente. Es muy raro verlo en un mapa de 2. Obviamente lo ves más seguido en mapas de 4. Lo cual no hay en StarCraft 2. Eso estaría de huevos que en StarCraft 2 sí hubiera. Entonces ya he hablado de esto anteriormente. ¿Por qué en StarCraft 2 todos los mapas es nada más 2 jugadores? O sea, ¿por qué siempre sabes ya inmediatamente dónde está tu oponente? Métele más pinche variedad randomness a la partida, poniendo mapas de 4, güey. Eso cambia completamente la estrategia de la partida para ambos jugadores.
Like a real big headache for Flash.
Tiene que mandar 2 SCVs.
Because he's gonna have to send at least 2 more SCVs down.
Para.
No. Oh my God. He is gonna go for command center first again.
Wow.
Sí, no ha empezado su barraca, porque ya tiene los minerales y el dron lo va a escautear inmediatamente. A menos de que le empiece ya, al ver el dron, que le empiecen. Pero no, sí. O iba a expandirse y dice, ok, entonces voy pool.
And look at this, he starts his pool and he scouts it. Oh my God. This is absolutely crazy, man.
Now, you gotta be uncomfortable as Flash here, because now. I mean, the whole idea is like if they find out late, it's kind of like you've already got away with highway robbery here. The drone
le valió verga. Flash lo echó toda la carne al asador. Pues voy si sé primero al final y me vale verga. Pero uff. Esta puede ser una partida corta, Apenas está empezando su barraca. Está mandando drones y van a venir links después, güey.
Oh my God.
This is so
pero Flash va a mandar el SCV, güey. Por lo menos ya vas a ver que tiene que mandar más SCVs a la natural a defender, güey. Y viene el follow-up de links, güey. Ok, defiendes los drones, pones un búnker inmediatamente y bloqueas completamente. O sea, no hay otra jugada.
There is a rush that's going to hit.
Oh my god.
And he's going to send the 4 drones in the front. Now the SCV is going across the map. This is still, you know, honestly, a decent amount of time to get a bunker up.
Yeah.
The SCVs are going to come in here, and they're going to be going for whatever. Okay,
Güey, ¿dónde están los otros SCVs? Sí, los vio Flash, ¿no? Son 5 drones chingando la madre. Vienen los Airlings, güey. ¿Dónde está el búnker? Quiero ver un búnker ya.
He's brought most of his SCVs down to battle this, and he is making a bunker right now. You can see Soma is.
Tienes que poner algo más ahí que bloquee, no lo sé, güey.
His SCV is trailing them. He knows exactly where
they are. Otro SCV va a caer, güey.
But he has to get a Marine in this bunker, and he has to block
y hay
this perfect.
4 drones, güey. Güey, el Marine no puede morir.
Oh my God, Tasis, we are so close right now. This
los drones. El Marine. ¡Ah! Oh, el SCV drone. Uf. Ok, lo que puede hacer Flash ahora, en peor de los casos, es alzar el CC del main y traérselo para la natural, güey. Y jugar en su natural, güey. No puedes pelear contra esto, güey. Tienes que minar, también tienes que minar, güey.
Oh my God, okay, so he has 2 Marines in there. So he can shoot down Lings as they come in. But this is an extremely difficult.
Güey, no mames.
You know, you have
no puedes perder más.
Come in here and protect the SCV. He's going to make a second flare. I don't know if that plugs or not.
No.
No, eso nada más fue para bloquear, ¿no? Güey, ¿qué pedo? ¿Por qué está peleando ahí? Ok, él dice, ok, bloquea la natural y pelea aquí con SCVs, güey. Son 3 Airlings, 2 drones. Manda un pinche Marine, cabrón. Vienen los Airlings, güey. No, ya, te tienes que ir a la natural. Sí, no, güey, es que esto lo tuvo que haber hecho desde antes.
Remember that every hit on the SCV,
oh man, no te rindas. No.
Oh my God. This is going to be so difficult.
No. Es que güey, no debiste haber. Esto es a lo que iba, güey. Fuiste CC primero en el último juego. Soma mandó inmediatamente un dron a escautear, güey. Y aún con el dron viéndolo le valió verga y puso el CC, güey. Aquí se equivocó Flash, güey. Se equivocó, güey. Porque desde que vio el dron luego, escauteando, tuvo que haber puesto la barraca. Aunque la barraca estuviera un poco tarde, güey. Pones la barraca, güey. Hay un dron escauteándote en el minuto 1 de la partida, güey. No puedes irse ese primero, güey.
To ever touch StarCraft, but today Soma has defeated him in one of the craziest closest
finals. No fue la partida más emocionante la última, pero bueno, ni modo, güey. Aquí sí se equivocó Flash, ¿no?
Flash returned to take the throne.
Ok, querías irse el primero, va, güey, pero desde que ves el drone luego en tu natural, güey, ni pedo. Pones barraca, cabrón. ¿Cómo vas a irse ese valiéndote verga, güey?
The Marine getting inside the bunker into a Ling run by, into a punish in the main.
The champion of Google Play ASL.
We're gonna go to an interview, guys, I think in a second here. Unbelievable, guys, he's done it.
Pues es que revelen la ubicación o no, Falken es irrelevante porque tú cuando ya conoces los mapas, sabes dónde empiezan ambos jugadores, pues aunque saliera la ubicación o no, tú ya sabes dónde está, porque son mapas de 2 jugadores, hablando en el 1 contra 1, obviamente. Entonces, en un best of 7, ¿no? De 7 mapas, pues que 3 mapas sean, o 2 por lo menos, de 4 jugadores, güey. Obviamente sin revelar la ubicación, sino de qué chingada madre sirve. Y cambias completamente la dinámica de la serie, güey. La estrategia, todo, güey. Tienes que ir a escautear a tu oponente. Vas a jugar agresivo, vas a jugar defensivo, vas a abrir tecnología, vas a bla 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 bla. O sea, forzas a los jugadores a realmente variar completamente la estrategia en vez de, nada más estoy aquí y él está ahí o sea, y esto nunca cambia, ¿no? O sea, ¿qué pedo con los güeyes que están detrás de esto, güey? Entonces ya he hablado de esto y estoy totalmente de acuerdo con él en eso, güey. Sí, vi su post ayer. Pues ojalá sí tenga buena respuesta. Pero es que también el güey se la mama, güey. Creo que puso, si no tengo 2000 viewers mínimo, no voy a streamear un día a la semana StarCraft 2. Así de, pues, ok, pues buena suerte, ¿no? Ojalá que sí, güey, pero
I had the grand final of the Korean
Larga vida de
ASL
Scross.
on my mind.
Bueno, siempre va a haber uno que otro Scross fanboy
I
por
thought
ahí
about
mezclado,
what
¿no?
effort did, and it
El
was a
apoyo
big
lo
help.
tiene, cabrón, pero tampoco se puede poner sus pinches
In order to
moños
take
de
down
pues si
Flash,
no
to
tengo
take
2000
down
viewers
Scott.
no streameo, no
You
mames
studied
tampoco,
countless
cabrón, ni siquiera los tienes
trials,
cuando juegas League of
listened to
Legends,
Zerg
güey.
plays,
Que yo sepa, no lo
and you're
sé.
now a complete package. You overcame many hardships.
No te pongas a pedir cuántos viewers. Dedícale un día a la semana y ya, cabrón. ¿Por qué no? Pues claro que sí, güey. Solita la gente va a regresar. Mucha gente se va a emocionar de verlo otra vez streamear, güey. Y es raro de él, porque si hay alguien que no se mamonea es el Jim Rising, güey. Pero a lo mejor ahorita ya cambió su perspectiva porque todo es negocio, todo es dinero, todo es optimización de tiempo, güey. Y dice, pues, ¿para qué si no me repercute, no me beneficia, ¿no? Yo creo que debería de hacerlo un par de meses, un día a la semana. Te fijas cómo te fue en esos días y ya ves si vale la pena seguirlo haciendo o no, güey. Pero no te pones ahí a exigir, güey. Claro, la reacción llega a ti sola con la gente, exactamente, güey. Se me hace un error un poco raro de él, digo, ya lleva 1000 años en el business del streaming, ¿no? Ya deberías de saber eso, güey, pero bueno.
And that's why I think this esport is so amazing. The ASL,
Güey, pues felicidades a Soma, es un jugadorazo. Se me hace por lejos el ser más completo que hay ahorita en Brood War. Lástima que Flash me decepcionó ni hablar. Siento que hay Flash y raro, porque ese güey calcula todo, güey. Pero qué raro que haya decidido jugar así la última partida. Pudo haber reaccionado y haber cancelado su idea de irse primero, güey. Desde que el dron estaba en su natural tan temprano. No, pues sabes qué, en vez de poner el CC pongo una barraca, cabrón. Lo que pasa es que ya había flotado. Cuando llega el dron él tenía como 200 y tanto. Mira, te lo puedo decir incluso, cabrón.
Oh my god.
Te puedo decir exactamente cuántos minerales tenía Flash cuando el dron llega a su base, güey. Aquí lo vamos a ver, güey. Terminas el depot y generalmente tienes casi luego inmediatamente dinero para hacer tu barraca, güey. El dron viene en camino. Ajá. Entonces aquí ya tienes 182. El SCV está minando minerales para regresarlos al main y luego regresar y construir el CC. Ese es el build, güey.
Wow.
Vamos a ver dónde está la visión de Flash cuando llega el dron. Ahí, no. Bueno, ahí aunque no tenga su visión ahí, de todas maneras lo puedes estar viendo en el minimapa. Aquí lo ves, porque el cuadro azul en el minimapa significa que él está viendo eso. Tú estás viendo el dron acá. En este momento tienes 212 minerales. Sí, cabrón, flotaste. Pudiste haber puesto tu barraca 2 segundos antes, 3 segundos antes, güey. Bueno, ni modo, güey. Si tienes el pinche dron acá, en el minuto 1:38, pues no pones un CC, ¿no, güey? Es una distancia corta, es un mapa de 2. Sabes que el Zerg está como, ok, güey. O sea, yo creo que lo puso pensando que aún con el drone scout, Soma fue primero por hatch, güey. Soma iba a poner el hatch. Creo que tiene aquí el drone en su natural. Mira, aquí se ve la flecha verde. Se mueve el punto rojo. Iba a poner el hatch. Y Soma dice, ok, pues no. Entonces me regreso y pongo pool. Yo creo que Flash haber dicho, ya tuvo que haber puesto su hatchery y ni modo, pues ni modo que la cancele, ¿verdad? Yo creo que eso es lo que él pensó. Dijo, pues ya tuvo que haber puesto su hatch y aunque vea que voy a ir por CC primero, pues no va a cancelar su hatchery, güey. Pero nunca la hizo. Obviamente mandas el dron primero a ver qué pedo. Y dice, no, pues ni madre, entonces voy pool primero. Entonces aquí yo digo, güey, ¿por qué no? ¿Por qué no empezaste una barraca, cabrón? O sea, ¿sabes? O sea, te adaptas, no sé, siento que ahí la pudo jugar mejor, güey, pero, en fin. Estoy seguro que eso lo ha de haber tilteado horrible, porque haber dicho, qué pendejo, güey. Esta pudo haber sido una última partida épica y se fue a la verga de esta manera, pero bueno. También incluso ya con todo el caos, ya cuando tienes los SCVs y los drones chingando la madre acá y todo este pedo. O sea, cuando tienes 3 Zerlings acá y 2 drones chingando, yo creo que era mandar todos tus SCVs aquí a la natural. Cierras por completo, pones un búnker Y cuando estés seguro vuelves a reclamar tu base, güey. No sé, juegas la partida desde ese... Decidió quedarse a minar acá, estar peleando contra esto. Los refuerzos de los Lynx llegan a la natural y se meten como Juan por su casa, cabrón. Ni siquiera pudo bloquear eso, o sea... Ni hablar. Dijeron por ahí, hasta el mejor cazador se le va la liebre, cabrón. $5-0 cerra la Maru. Wow. Es que te voy a decir una cosa, güey. Maru en su prime, verga, es como otro flashecito, güey. Pero si hay alguien que lo tenía bastante bien medido, era Serral, güey. Y obviamente Maru también le llegó a ganar varias partidas a Serral, pero creo que el win rate está por lejos a favor de Serral, güey. Si tú pones todas las veces que han jugado, the win rate between of all games played between Zero and Maru. Zero leads his hit 67.4, casi 70%, güey. 60 victorias, 29 derrotas contra Maru. Sí, güey. Serral tenía su número, como dicen. Bueno, señores, pues GG. Así concluimos esto. Paso a retirarme. Nos vemos la próxima vez. Que tengan un buen día. Have a nice day. Hasta la próxima.